Top of the top. What up? What up? We back. What up? Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Back on Tuesday. June. Couple days before summer already, y'all. That's it. That quick. Winter gone. Spring gone. What's up, y'all? Intro. Good morning. Shout out to everybody that's up. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to all the moderators, everybody that's tapped in, all of the people that's listening, everybody that's getting through their day. What's up, y'all? Back again. What's up, LA Slim? Everything will be timestamped. Yes, it will. What's up, Top Gun? Once again, shout out to a lot of the new people. What's up, QBD? See, to me, like, people be dropping like flies. I don't know where a lot of people at. Nappy Image. What's up, PJ? What's up, y'all? What's up? Yeah, we're gonna get into it today, man. We're gonna talk about the Diddy trial. Like I said, the Diddy trial ain't making no noise. You know what I'm saying? So, what I mean by that is, I'm not even trying to figure that out no more. Like I said, I just check up with it at the end of the day. That's it. But throughout the day, it's not getting no attention anyway. This whole Diddy thing is mainly covered on the internet, underground. Yeah, mainly underground. Yeah. So when I said it's for certain people, that's really what it's for. Yeah, we're gonna get into it today. We're also gonna get into how people eating off it. We spoke about that before, but something that was brought to my attention, what I noticed, is that girl, Aubrey, she's a fraud. She's a fraud. She's a straight fraud. And she been cashing out off this too. She been eating real good off it. She's supposed to eat. I ain't knocking nobody for eating off it, but I'm just gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what's going on. So we're gonna talk about it. Salute, C Mills. What up, bro? Also, we're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff we're gonna be talking about what's going on, but people that really know it's so much going on in this world. I keep saying it because it's some stuff that's gonna change this world. When I said we living through history, it's for real. It is so much stuff happening that is real, meaning this stuff is stuff that can't be spoken about yet. But we're going to talk about today the 2/3 of the population disappearing right now as we speak. 2/3 of the population going to be gone. That's a fact. And it's going to be for many different ways. We're going to get into some of it today. What else we going to be talking about? CASSIE freaky text messages. That's what I'm saying, y'all. The stuff that's going on in the real world is so real, it makes the Diddy case look real small. Yeah. So anyway, man, shout out to everybody that's what's up, RT Bell? What's up, Tiger? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? All right, we're gonna get into it. Y'all waited long enough. This intro, that's right, that's how we do. Everybody around here is appreciated. Thank you, everybody that been sending super chats. Shout out to the people that been sending cash apps, hitting the like button. Definitely everybody that hits the like button. That's money every day. People that leave comments and the people that mainly participate in the content, in the lives. That's what it's for. Other than that, what's up, Barbara Floyd? What's up, family? What's up? What's up, DJ? What's up, Sandra Love? Ty 105. There they go. What's up, Tiger? All right. What's up, Miss Mo Better? Let's go. All right, let's go. Y'all waited long enough. Diddy trial, CASSIE freaky text, Aubrey O'Day, fraud. We'll get to that. We'll talk about that. Do you believe that Diddy didn't do nothing to that girl Aubrey? We'll get to that later. Let's go. All right. Now, I'm going to slow it down. Now, I said before that it is designed, after this Diddy trial is over with, it will be the end of this particular era. But if you do not believe that, just watch how this entertainment thing is just becoming so boring. It's nothing left. Old people. It's not about nothing new they're doing. Lil Wayne dropping albums. Also, like I said before, don't be surprised if Kendrick and Drake wasn't playing, y'all, because y'all know Kendrick was in Canada. I'm just gonna tell y'all what I said, man. Drake also knew that this entertainment was over with. He knew that. That's why he's already established in every other country. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. We're going to get into it, man. I'm just looking at, because for real, this black entertainment is just so dead right now. It's so dead. It's corny, y'all. But let's get into the Diddy trial. Also, being that I had so much fun and laughter off this whole Diddy thing, that's why it's boring to me. We laughed off this for over a year. We got all the inside details, all the stories. Everything he did that was funny was to me. Every story we laughed about was about me. We didn't laugh at no woman stories. We might have only heard about one or two. I don't even know if that much. But all the men stories that had me crying tears, I had my fun already. So that's why I say, where we at with this now ain't about nothing. But I'm also going to prove a point. When I said that a lot of people that was on TV is on YouTube now, it's for many reasons. Well, the first thing is the YouTube takeover. The other percentage is a lot of them did get kicked off TV, but I also think a lot of them got kicked off TV strategic because they wanted them to take it to the internet. I think they wanted a lot of established brands on YouTube because it was a lot of low-level people like me. See, I'm underground. I signed up for the underground. Trust me. I signed up for the underground. So just know that. My name will always be in the Google engine on the underground. So whether YouTube around or not, you won't find me underground. So when I start my podcast back up, it's going to be for real, real, real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Meaning my platforms is up on the underground. I'm on Spotify, but I ain't been on it. But when I go on there, you'll know, and it's going to be something totally different. But I will always be in the audio algorithm, man. I never signed up for that video stuff. Yeah, because that video stuff, it got a limitation, y'all. Sorry. Especially if you don't know what you're doing on video and if you don't know if you don't have a plan. You see what I'm saying? See, we're going to get into it today. Let's go. Well, like I said, the biggest joke on the planet is this. That's what it is. Asper, the oily ghost. Why do they call him Asper? Do they call him Asper for women? Well, that's what make the case lame as hell because none of the men stepped up. But the men, they're still out here. So, we're going to get into it today. Most of the people left that's trying to still entertain you, somehow they tied in with Diddy. That's why I said that I just can't wait till this era's over with. Because it's like this, y'all. We just been in 30 years of all this fake stuff. All right? We've been in a fake-ass era. Everybody's a liar. Everybody's corny. Everybody just took all your money. Everybody's still selling you stuff. People that's left, they don't want to sink. People that's left, they don't want to be poor like you. Or should I say, the people that's left, they don't want to be your next-door neighbor. So everybody's trying to make all the last of the money they can make. All right, at the bottom of the barrel, it's all finished. I'm just telling you, it's corny. All we're getting is old stories. You know, I'm looking at this big-ass trick. It's like all you old people, y'all go over there. All y'all old entertainers, y'all go over there, and y'all going to talk about all y'all old stories y'all didn't talk about. Y'all going to listen to all the old stories y'all didn't hear. Y'all just go over there with that. And it's like everybody else is over here. That's what I'm noticing, y'all. And I'm also looking at, man, how, like I said, this only applies to a certain generation. But if you're not limited to the generation, it don't apply to you. But I don't know why everybody is out here acting like somehow they're going to just walk away from this shit and be successful. When damn near everybody in your face is tied into Diddy, Harvey Weinstein, Russell Simmons. We can keep going. So that is it. Now, I'm also paying attention to the new people, the new talent. It look like a lot of corny stuff coming out. It just, I'm talking about this music stuff. Yeah. Anyway, let's just go. Let's go. All right, because we got to get back into the freaky tales today because the freaky tales were in court. The freak-off videos were played in the court to the jury. The jury were watching the freaky tales. And they have different reactions from the jurors. So basically, y'all, the jury was watching porno. Basically. All right, that's what happened. The cold thing is this. This case, as of now, until it gets somewhere else, it's a joke. In my opinion, it's a joke, all right? Because all it is about right now is the freaky tales. So, in court, they were looking at the text message that Cassie sent to the male stripper that you now know is the Punisher. And we heard about $6,000 over here, but in this text message, it's sent about $200. And allegedly, he gonna pull up at 200. So I also know it's different things. Like I said, in my opinion, I look at it like this. They have many different sex parties, sex events. I look at it like it's everything put in one thing. All right, like I said, they had freak-off parties. That's an event, celebrities. Then he got King's Night parties. Those are private parties. Then he having personal stuff with him and Cassie, when Cassie said the only time Diddy felt intimate is when they had threesomes. She said that was the only time she basically felt like that's when she was able to be with him like she wanted to. She said out of her own mouth. So they had many different episodes. I look at it like this. Only time Diddy had one-on-one sex is when he was at home with Kim or with his baby mom. I look at it like only when he was with certain people, he had regular sex. I look at it like outside of that, always freaky, always more than one. That's how I look at it. So I look at it, all is mixed up. I'm looking at him and Cassie's lifestyle. Sometimes they probably got their own, they got strippers involved. That's one thing. I look at it, sometimes they were blackmailing people. That's another thing. All right? I look at it as sometimes it was about fruity sex. And I just look at it like it's everything mixed in one. But at this point, we're at the point where it's nothing but freaky stuff. So let's go. So as of now, you know, like I said, every week it changes. As of now, y'all, I don't know where this going at. I think I told you that last week. As of now, I don't know where it's going at. I don't know. But far as now, what's been proven already with Diddy, we look through the check boxes. A lot of stuff that's against him have been proven. But it's also this thing been lingering about how they always been on them drugs. So I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. Diddy trial freak-offs video shown to jurors. We're told one juror, an older woman, somebody's grandmother, looked visibly disturbed and shook her head at what she was watching. A male juror stared intently at the video monitors with his elbow on an armrest and his chin in his hand or on his hand. The only audible reaction came from a younger juror who seemed to giggle when the first image flashed on the screen. So you see, older woman, older man, somebody younger, they giggling. All right? Watching the videos. Family, are you telling me people are going home, going online, seeing all this Diddy stuff, and then going back to the jury? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I can't wait till this stuff over with. But then I tell you it's going to drag the whole summer. In some places, have you noticed the weather been so horrible? The weather been horrible about 2 weeks straight, y'all. Either humid, hot, rainy. It's going to be a long summer, y'all. Anyway, let's go. Top of the top. Who up? What's up, Clarence Kid? What's up? What's up, Punches? What up, bro? All right, let's go. Hold up. Fatima, oh, she good. Who's Fatima? All right, let's go. Let's go. Freaky tales, man. Freaky tales. Jurors see clips of freak-off sex marathons. Central to Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking charges. All right, let's go. I've never heard of this, y'all. That's why I'm tripping. All right. So they was in court watching episodes of The Punisher, Diddy, Cassie, and others, I guess. All I'm trying to figure out is, what does pornos have to do with stuff? That's all I want to know. They said one of the jurors was giggling, y'all. Oh, well. What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? Hold up. What up, Tania? What's up? It's been raining in Baltimore. That's right. That's right. Certain places, straight depression. Straight depression. Let's go. Prosecutors also showed jurors text messages in which Cassie, the R&B singer, whose real name is Cassie Ventura, arranged. Now look, this is Cassie arranging something. All right, arranged the October 14th meetup with Hayes. In one message, she wrote, "Can we actually do 3 a.m. at the hotel? I get it at Trump at the hotel." See, I don't want to say the hotel name because it's going to pick up like something else. So anyway, as you see, right? They want to meet at the International Hotel. She's talking to the stripper. "Can we meet up and let's do it at 3 a.m. Great. I'll text you when I'm on the way. And told her his fee for the encounter was $200 cash. Do y'all hear this? Male stripper, $200 cash. A lot of people doing that right now, but that ain't the point. So, this is supposed to be the Punisher. So, 1 minute it's being said he paid $6,000, 1 minute $200. See, I'll start to get this real clear. I'm gonna get into it. All right, let's go. Look. Cassie Ventura arranged the October 14th meetup with Hayes. In one message, she wrote, "Can we actually do 3 a.m. at the hotel? Great. I'll text when I'm on my way." And told her his fee for the encounter was $200. Yep, $200 for raw sex. Yeah. If you think, look, the industry full of frauds, the thing is this, y'all, it was, but it really is now. Before, you had a little bit of real people. Now it's all fraud. It's 100% fake now. Yep. That's all you got to know now. So let me get up for a minute because I'm gonna tell you right now, this shit boring, y'all. But I'm about to get through it. I got other stuff to talk about, but we're gonna finish through this. So look, all right, you heard $200 fee, but you heard $6,000 fee, right? Which one is it? Which one is it, y'all? See, that's why I turn up like that. I turn up to keep myself up because if not, I get bored, y'all. So let me tell you something right now. Let's just cut the chase. I'm going to say the $6,000 fee was for blackmail. Punisher. Get him. $6,000 fee when Punisher pull up and Diddy got them with them pumps on. When Diddy got them in them high heels with them pumps and them cameras rolling, Punisher, he go to $6,000. But when Cassie want to jump off, or Diddy want to jump off, or when they had a little fun, Punisher, you only getting $200, bro. Huh? When you come to their personal life, you only getting $200. What you talking about? It's an honor for your ass to eat Cassie coochie, boy. It's an honor for you to have fun with Diddy's lady. You only getting $200. What's wrong with you? But Punisher, when you gonna do some real dirt, take this $6,000. Yeah, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Huh? That's how I look at it. Because I'm hearing different fees. I'm hearing different prices. So this is a meet and greet. This is a hookup. Cassie say pull up at 300 to the hotel. At 3 o'clock to the hotel, $200. So that's it right there. His regular fee of tricking off, like everybody else, is going to be $100, stuff like that. Giving head, bending over, whatever they doing. The ladies, you know what I'm saying? Lady coot, whatever. That is the prostitution fee, $200. But when he was getting paid them grands, like I said, I get it clear. When he was getting those grands, that's when he was going out of state. That's when he was going to different places. That's when he was doing real work. All right? You're only going to get paid grands when you got other things to do. Because nobody gets paid grands for sex. No, sorry, that don't happen. Nobody does, dummy. You know what I'm saying? Anybody believe that? Nobody gets paid grands for regular ass sex. No, because nobody's organs are worth that much. But when certain things got to get done, like if Diddy got him doing work on people that's knocked out, and you got to get him to do stuff like that, you got to pay a man to do stuff to people while they knocked out. Or when they knocked that off their baby oil, and Diddy want the Punisher to put his meat on their head so he can take a picture, that's what you're going to get some grands for. But then 200, that's for something else. So like I said, I just know how to read it because the details came out first. The game is segregated. What's up, y'all? What's up? There you go. Let me see these comments, y'all. Hey, the chat is how I know who robots and who ain't. So that's how I know a lot of y'all was fake too. All right? I knew that for y'all comments. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, LA Slim? Buzz, yeah. So you see it right here. Let's go. Hold up. Okay. Lorraine, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, minimum wage 200. That's when it's personal. That's when it's personal. See, what up, Uncle Diggity? The 200. That was his regular fee. Let's go back to it. Let's go back to the fact. The 200 was his fee. But when he doing extra stuff, he getting paid more money. That's why I say I ain't stupid, man. This man, according to the reports, according to the news, according to every details I got, he was sex trafficking men. Because it was those male models on the road. It was those male models going from place to place to place. I got it very clear with the other so-called woman when she said what? They were calling people from Atlanta. That is the trafficking. They were calling from Atlanta for sex purposes. So like I said before, nobody's sex is that important. Because if a person is rich and anywhere they go, they get access to finest models, which would also be new meats. Why would you keep paying the same person? Why would you get it? If I'm in family, if I pay for having fun, why would I go to Vegas and say I'm going to order an escort from New York? Why am I going to go to California and say I'm going to order an escort from Atlanta? Who does that? If I'm into that life, every state and city I go, I want a new escort. I want a new face, new place. Don't it make sense? Well, they wasn't doing that. Everywhere they go, somehow the same models was with them or coming. That's in the story of the case. See, when I kept saying the Punisher was his shooter. See, you keep when I say stuff like like I said, everything is my opinion. I'm just having fun with it because if not, I get bored, right? I got to keep repeating the same thing because that's how I feel, right? When I say that everything is coded under the word model, stripper. See, that's just a code word, but it could be 1,000 models. But out of those 1,000 models, it can only be 5 of them that do the real dirt. See? That's what I'm trying to tell you. It could be 5 of them that do the real dirt. Because like I said, he was smart. That's also why he's in trouble because he paid the models to do the dirt because if something happens to you, you can't say I did nothing to you. That model, he don't got a name or a face. He's disposable. That's why he getting male escorts. Because they disposable. No traces. So he got models he disposing of. Then he got models on deck. Also, I know some of those models were men from penitentiary as well. That's another thing Diddy was doing. I'm telling you, when I say they had pipelines, another pipeline they had was penitentiary guys. Turn them into models or security guards. Or they both. That's what I was telling you. Y'all not understand. I know it's up. When he had rope and all this astroglide, I know men was getting dealt with. Men was getting put in a chicken wing, y'all. Come here. Put him in a chicken wing in the room, choked out, dug out of there, bro. Them big men in that room. Cause I got the first details when they released the story, and they said they had lighting in the rooms, professional lighting, all right? Baby oil bottles. When they said blood on walls, I knew that meant somebody was in there fighting. Somebody was getting knocked out. So a lot of y'all be joking with the baby oil, but sometimes y'all keep forgetting it's alleged that something was in the baby oil. But you have not heard a story of a woman getting knocked out with baby oil yet. But some of y'all still don't get it. The Punisher was, how I look at it, it was his #1 hit man. All right? I'm going to look at the Punisher. I'm going to assume, I'm going to look at him like this. When Ray J said I get booty goons, I'm going to look at Punisher was one of the people he was talking about. I'm going to look at Punisher like Ray J know him very well. All right? That's how I look at him. So, because I also know I ain't do no homework. I know I can go back. I bet you I go back to some old stuff and see him in some pictures. It's just that, like I said, they throw you off because they had on regular clothes. And like I said, now thinking about it, when we looked at the Maybach mansion, the layback mansion with Meek Mill, with Diddy do the party for his birthday, I told y'all it was some bald-headed muscle men there, and they had on regular clothes. And that time when he was doing that with Meek, he was with CASSIE. So like I said, if I want to do homework, I'll mess around and go find Punisher in one of them old pictures. Right there with him chilling. Because they have on regular clothes. That's how they throw you off. See, they chilling like you. You thinking they bodyguards, because when you're in the club, they can be a bodyguard. You're gonna see muscular dudes around Diddy, and they be chilling with regular clothes on, but those are the men. I kept telling y'all that. We looking at them in clubs, look like, man, we got so much proof, man. These fools, they was in a lot of fruit, they was in a lot of rainbow clubs, man. Exhibit told you, Diddy take you to gay clubs, all right? So a lot of time, that's where they was at. And I'm saying that for a reason, because in this story, let's go. $200 for what? All right, let's go. October 14th, meet up with Hayes. This supposed to be Cassie linking up with Mr. Hayes. In one message she wrote, can we actually do 3 a.m.? He said, great. I'll text you when I'm on the way. And told her fee, and told his fee, $200. That's right. Because you a nobody, bro. You can't charge no celebrity, but you ain't charging a lot of money. That's a privilege. So as you see, $200. So I'm going to look at it like this. When it's personal, showing love, no, when it was personal, $200. When it's business, $6,000, $3,000, thousands when it's business. All right, personal, low fee. Get it? Okay, we in New York, regular stuff. Your regular price in New York, okay, $200. Okay, we need you to go to Atlanta. We need you to come with us to California. Okay, this one's gonna be $6,000. All right, that's what they telling me in court. That's what they telling me. So that's how I look at it. Most jurors remain stone-faced while the explicit videos played. One female juror put her hand over her eye as she had done before, while another appeared to wince. So the jury had to get tortured, y'all. They were getting tortured watching these freaky videos. And that's what happened, y'all. All right, that was torture. I mean, bro, you might have been in court, bro, and you was in the jury and you was forced to watch fruity sex, bro. You was forced to watch it. Were they trolling the jury? Were they making straight men watch their stuff? I don't know. Anyway, man. What's up? What's up? What's up, Aunt Yasha? What's up? All right, let's go. Let's go. Judge boots juror from Diddy sex trafficking racketeering ring. Juror got booted. Why did a juror get booted? Juror booted out. That's the same juror allegedly Diddy was like, you know, whatever. I don't know, flirting, I don't know, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Eye contact, whatever. So as you see, juror kicked out. We just spoke the other day. It only takes for one, right? All right. But like a lot of people saying, and I agree with it, we said it before, the main part of this is Diddy ain't leaving with that money. So it is a high chance he's going to be humiliated, which he already is. He already fell from grace. I said it in the beginning. I said, yo, it's possible he can end up like OJ. Meaning, you see how OJ was walking around disgraced? Broke, with nothing, That could be Diddy, man. After all this over with. Because as of now, what I'm seeing is still this parallel of they were all junkies. So the interesting thing to me is I'm trying to see if Diddy gonna be the first junkie to get charged for running a criminal organization. Because it sounded to me like they was an organization of junkies, bro. It sounded to me like they were more or less an organization of junkies and freaks. That's what it sounded like to me, for real, y'all. Unless he's really in trouble for violating a lot of men. And that's the part that we ain't never gonna know about. But I know how it works too. Yes, he's also gonna be fried for many things, period, that he got away with too. All right, so it's a lot with this, but really it ain't. All we want to know is if Diddy gonna get fried or not. Because see how Diddy was? See, now you see in his last day, right? He threw weight on, he moving around like this tough gangster guy. But see in the beginning how skinny he was? Small fry. See, back then Diddy ain't have no gangster persona. That was my whole point. He ain't had no persona. But see, the persona he had on them was that Biggie and Pop, man. When I said years ago, I noticed nobody touched him. Nah, y'all, it was that Biggie and Pop that let him get away with so much stuff, too. Y'all got to remember that, man. Y'all know this from the regular neighborhood. Even y'all knew about dudes that were fraud, like real fake, like phony, like weak. Like, it's dudes that would try to take credit for other stuff other people did. Like, you actually had dudes lying saying they did certain stuff. Like, you know, trying to take credit for stuff other people did to make themselves seem tougher. And what I mean by that is Diddy one of them people that regardless if he had nothing to do with Biggie and Pop, he was going to run with that anyway. Because that gave him power all these years over these people, y'all. Because if you in that game, if you in this game, it's two options. Okay, you know you're gonna you got your career ready, but you know for a fact he can blackball you, and then it's the other side of that. In your mind, he can get you clipped, because for those who don't know about this industry, they have your social security number. Yes, they do. They got your social, your address. They're gonna know your mama's staying. It's just what it is, especially if you're from New York. So that's another thing too. The ones from New York, it's definitely harder for them to run. They definitely ain't going nowhere. And they all know that too. Yeah. So a lot of fans don't even know stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? They fools got your social, all that, bro. They own your ass for life. You ain't going nowhere. Nope. And they got the top dollar. What else? They can put private investigators on you anytime they feel like it. Yes, they can. We ain't even talking about law enforcement. Man, they can put private agencies on you. They can find your ass. They can put bounty hunters to look for your ass. Yes, they can. In that game, they'll find you if they want to. That's how it works. That's why I say there's a lot of reasons why they be scared, bro. There's a lot of reasons why they be scared. What up, D-Hobbs? There's a lot of reasons why they be scared. So I'm saying that because you see how small Diddy is. So some people might not understand how he was able to rule for so long. It's because one of the things is he outsmarted everybody. He was smarter than everybody. But for two, he knew about power. And he knew about creating images of power. He knew about how to use power. He also showed you how he abused power. So why do they call him Asper, the oily ghost? Anyway, top of the top. Let's go. CASSIE is trying to have fun for $200. What is this about, y'all? Can somebody please explain this to me? What up, man? What's up, Matt? Can somebody explain this to me? Hold up. Keep it up, man. Keep it up, y'all. I swear to God, a lot of y'all going off topic. I'm going to block your ass. Straight up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Y'all, I'm resetting this channel. This year reset. This channel about to get reset too. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Aubrey. Let's go. All right, y'all. How many of y'all believe her? Yeah. Oh, should I say how many of y'all believe she innocent? How many of y'all believe she innocent? How many of y'all believe that? She could be not. What's up, Mally C? Could be not. This is what I've been noticing, y'all. We're going to get into a few things. I'm going to prove to y'all today why YouTube is over for a lot of people. I want to prove to y'all when I said that it was a takeover on this thing and the whole industry that don't have a job is on here because this is their new job. Also, I'm going to show you how this thing playing out. Remember when I said before, other people going to get glory off this and some people going to get shamed? Don Richards got shamed. Don Richards' name also got brought up as giving somebody a pill. See? Nobody that was under Diddy of a certain skin color, they not getting no money off of this. They ain't cashing out. They ain't speaking up. They ain't talking. Why is she talking? Nobody else talking. How was Mace around him? But Aubrey was, and she's talking. You can't see the loyalty? You still can't see who this about? You still don't see it. It's not about that. I want you to see all of his minions. Freddie P, all these weak-ass minions. They all weak-ass minions, and they all the people that Diddy had under him with no talent. It's just showing y'all that only certain people are smart enough to get paid off this. And you're going to see it. Some people still dumb to get paid. Guess who are the main people getting abused? I'm going to keep saying it. Guess who the main people that sign up to get abused? Then in the end, they still under slave codes where they get abused and they still won't get paid off their abuse. Still. That's why they're gonna be broke. That's why they're gonna be finished. They don't know, ain't nobody buying no clothes off them. And if they was, they ain't buying nothing pink. But when I say you're gonna wear pink to the day he died, guess what that means? He can't sell you no red sneakers. He can't sell you black. He can't sell you orange. He got to stay in pink because pink is what get him his deal. Now, guess what his market is? Guess who he's selling to? Then you understand why that's the only deal he ever going to get. All his deals will be in pink because he marketed to the you-know-who. That's right, because that's what he is. No. When I told you, only certain people going to eat, let's go. Now I'm going to show you the smart people that know how to eat. All right? Miss Aubrey. Aubrey O'Day been cashing out off this. Cashing out. Guess what I'm going to say? I'm going to do a reach. And then I say a fact. I'm going to say Diddy took care of her a long time ago. See? I'm not stupid. This is about who Diddy dogged, dragged, and who he treated right. If Diddy treated you right, you ain't got nothing to say about him. If Diddy treated you fair, you ain't got nothing to say about him. If Diddy might have put some extra money in your pocket that nobody else knew about, you going to be all right. Huh? All right, then. So, I'm not convinced about her because I see what's going on. She ain't stepping that court. So, she talking on platforms, but she ain't stepping that court. Because remember this, y'all. They always want to be celebrities. They didn't make it. It's their last run. So, I've been seeing her running with some stuff. And the only reason why I say that, now please correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Was her and Don Richard not in the same group? Am I tripping or is that the case? Because I didn't keep up with none of that stuff. But I like to be on top, like on point. Because if I'm not mistaken, her and the girl was in the same group. Thank you, Sandra Love. So, if they were in the same group, why she didn't go with her homegirl to court? Okay, you ain't want to get on the stand with Diddy. Why you didn't go with that girl to the court? That's right. No, you notice something about this case, huh? Notice you don't want to do it, right? Hey, look at all the victims in court. Just look at everybody. Look at everybody facing this court in this trial period. You're gonna see some people want nothing to do with it. It looked to me like a lot of minorities in this case. But the thing is this. As you see, a lot of people are going to fall off it. But a lot of people gonna come up off it. So it's all tied in together when I tell you that it's the end of black entertainment. Now we at the last phase of this YouTube thing. That's right. Aubrey is also here to be the next Wendy Williams. So I'm letting y'all know that now. She's here to be the next Wendy Williams. Yup. So we're gonna get into that. Let's go. All right. Because I've been watching her cashing out, and I've been watching her doing a lot of talking. Meaning I ain't been watching her, she just was on my timeline. And for some of y'all know, that's Big Ange from Mob Wives. So I've been watching her get the most clout and fame she ever got. But the only thing that was disturbing is that I hope she don't think I think she innocent. And another thing that was kind of disturbing to me was you saying all these horrific things about Diddy, but you ain't testifying against him in court. Scratch that part. You ain't even go with your homegirl. You ain't even go to support her. You stay far as hell away from that courtroom. Told you they all exposing themselves, y'all. They all exposing themselves. I'm going to say, Miss Lady, Miss Aubrey, Diddy treated you right. Question is, did you and Diddy sleep together? Did y'all? Because I'm getting a certain energy of her. Yeah. Know why? Some reason she's not humble. But let me show y'all the real world once again. When I told y'all this YouTube thing coming to an end for a lot of content creators, when I was telling y'all that people play with this so much, when I said it's a reason why it's slow now. It's slow in a particular department. And after this Diddy trial is over with, it's going to be even slower. Everybody is getting rich off this. But it's not that. This algorithm is controlled. But I want you to see Nancy Grace. Remember when I said Nancy Grace on this? It been a rap since she been on it? Nancy Grace, what's that say? 130,000 views in 11 hours. All right? Are you getting this? See, y'all going to go down there to the trial. You've been on this shit how long? You do all this stuff. Do you see what it's going at? You see how now people just doing these numbers, doing nothing because she's Nancy Grace. And when I told you, these big people on here now, hogging the algorithm, that's right. So look at it like this. You doing your little live, they watching Nancy Grace. That's how you look at it. You doing your little Diddy trial report. See, before we did our little Diddy trial reports and we was able to catch people on it. You know, it's happening. We catching people. But now, when Nancy Grace go live and you live, guess what happened to your channel? That shit gonna be in a sunken place. Oh yeah, let me show you. Oh, no. It's thousands of them. Y'all know about long crime. All right? Less than 24 hours, 152,000 views. What they doing? Covering that black entertainment. You mean the entertainment they've been talking about for all these years? All of us been going live and talking. Yup, 100-some thousand in less than a day. But what I mean is, you got to go to all the platforms doing that. CNN got a YouTube channel. Fox, everybody. But when all them engines running at one time, they getting all the views. They controlling this algorithm. That's just one level. So if I say, when everybody's finished ragging and tagging, and it got nothing to do with all the AI videos I showed you of them getting trashed. Huh? It has nothing to do with that. It's people eating off the AI videos. The videos coming from out the country. They didn't know that a person in any country can make an American video and you can sit and laugh at it and you're going to think somebody here made it. Nope. No, y'all. It's all out. Fair game on this Diddy stuff. It's the last cash out. Yup. And guess who cashing out the most? Guess who cashing out the most? You just pay attention. Law and crime. P.Diddy on trial. See? Now you see what I told y'all? I never took this YouTube stuff serious. See? You're going to work hard. You're going to do all this stuff. But somehow your videos ain't going to go nowhere. See? Some of y'all spending money. You adding sauce, doing all this stuff. Shenanigans. Look where it's at now. When they paying some of the most money now, right? When it's at a YouTube, financially it's going somewhere else. But somehow all of a sudden y'all content about to crash. Huh? Somehow, no matter how hard you work, certain level you just ain't gonna get to. Huh? And I know the truth. Most of the channels that are big, they're controlled by certain people. And I know it's so I know what this is about. When I told y'all certain people's channel had to be big for your distraction, but don't mean they was making no money. Because you don't make money off fake numbers. You just get a lot of followers. Look at it like this. A lot of those channels y'all sub to, right? You see they got a lot of subs, but you ain't look at it like those subs really meant y'all was in the web. Look at it like it was a big fishing net, and y'all became subscribed to a big fishing net that y'all got trapped up in. Meanwhile, what I mean is that the videos and people y'all trapped up in, they're the ones that got you asleep now. They're the ones where it was meant where everybody's going to sink. Yeah. Now that, what I'm trying to tell you is, people who you think job was on here to give you content, it really wasn't that. I told you their job was to watch you. Their job was to keep y'all away from certain stuff. That's right. When they found out all that truth was on this internet and all y'all became truth tellers and all y'all supposed to be woke, they put people on here to put a big dome over y'all. That's what happened. So being that all y'all in the dome, right? The people that's keep y'all in the dome, they with you. You in the dome, that's one thing. But everybody else that's free, they making all the money off this shit. That's right. All the money. I'm gonna tell you, everybody had a job to do. Some people job on here is to watch. Some people job on here is to troll, be in chat rooms all day. And some people job is to get paid every day, 24/7, 24/7. That's what y'all doing that black over there. See, I'm trying to tell you how set up. When Nancy Grace was on TV, her ass ain't been no YouTuber for a little while. But I just want y'all to see. Huh? 100,000 quick. Talk about the same exact thing we talking about. Who's getting all the money? You know how much money she getting in each video. You know how much money she making a month. But I told you everybody cashing out off this. Let's go. So I ain't knocking on me for cashing out. The thing is, y'all, sorry, man, I just know a BSer. I'm going to say something. I think her and Diddy has something going. I think they have something worked out. Something with that. Because I ain't stupid. If that woman was abused, trust me on that. Or if she wasn't abused and had a chance to get a money grab, trust me on that. But maybe Diddy got some nice dirt on her too. Yeah, I'm not stupid. She stayed far away from that court, but she talking on them podcasts. Let's go. Aubrey all day claims controlling Diddy dictated her appearance on Making the Band. See this little weak stuff? That's nothing, y'all. See that weak shit? Let me prove this to y'all how weak that is. If I'm the boss and I run stuff and I'm putting y'all on TV, I have the right to say what you're going to put on, what you're not. It's very simple. That's what she's saying. You can call it controlling, but it got nothing to do with controlling. It's called business. All right? You about to go on TV with some whack-ass shit. Take that off. She called that controlling. All right? Salute. All right. Salute, bro. Thanks, bro. Yeah, they all stealing my content. That's all they gonna do. That's what they here to do, bro. Still, it's a crash out, man. Anybody with decent content is predators here to take it, man. I know everything that's going on, y'all. I know everything that's going on. Trust me. I know from the people in my chat. I know from everything, man. I know that it's a hit on all this shit. I know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Told y'all stay ahead of shit, y'all. I know what's going on, man. Trust me. People been stealing from me for the longest. That's why I shut it down. I told them, idiots, if all you gotta do is give me my credit. They ain't do that, so I cut their water off. That's right. But see, another thing I'm gonna tell you on this channel, that's why I do things a certain way. Like, I talk a certain way, I move a certain way, so that way I know who copying me. I know everything I made up. I know my slogans. I know everything I made up, I brought to this internet. And then I was able to see people repeat stuff. And I was seeing, look, and then they think, and this is the game they play, because it appears that I'm a little channel. They think they can take from my channel and get away with it. But the thing is, they don't understand. I told them, look at me as this. I might move on the internet swifter than all of y'all. All right? Look at it like that. Look at it like that. All right? So my point is, you see how y'all be on the internet? I know how to be on the internet without doing a whole lot of scrolling. I know how to be on this shit, see what I need to see, I need to go real quick, find out what I need to find out real quick, and then slide off. That's me. I know how to move on this shit. So my point is, they thought because I'm small, they was going to take from me a whole lot, but they thought I didn't know. They didn't think I knew what they was doing. But see, I was looking at it in my favor, like they gonna steal, but them people gonna still find a real source eventually. Yeah. But I also knew their job was to steal for me to crash my channel. Yeah, it was all part of it, y'all. I told you it's called oversaturation and cloning. All right? Oversaturation and cloning. That's the setup failure for everybody. If we all got the same product, we all gonna go broke. All right? So clone the content, clone it. They won't have nothing left. That's what they doing, y'all. But they doing it to everybody. Everybody doing it too. I'm watching it, y'all. That's what the AI is for. Clone your channel, clone you. We're gonna send that shit to TikTok, Facebook. Bitches put my shit on Facebook, ain't give me no clout. No, bitch, I put my own shit on Facebook, nigga. I know what y'all doing. No, y'all were embedding my shit on there. Y'all wasn't sharing nothing. Y'all was stealing. All right? Let's go. Curses on all y'all. Swipe. All y'all gonna fail. Let's go. See that? Aubrey is claiming Diddy made her switch her appearance, her apparel, her clothes. No, y'all, that's called nothing. All right? Why I say that? Because the more she talk, the more she looking like fraud. It's looking like she's trying to make up for what she didn't do, y'all. And I don't know DANITY Kane, but answer me this one question. Was she the star of the group, y'all? Because me looking at this picture looked at me like she was the star. So guess what, lady? Who's to say, I'm going to assume you and Diddy was in a relationship having a lot of love. But guess what? I also know it would never be. At that time, if he with Cassie and he with Kim, ain't no way in hell that was going to get out. Huh? And you know better because you know you'll get a lot of smoke for them Kim fans and Cassie fans. You know that. But I ain't stupid. I'm not stupid. And I also know Diddy's a pervert. So you see how they play this game? He's a pervert some of the time. You see? You notice that? He's a pervert with everybody, but not with them. You ain't notice that? When I said that before. All these people want to pick and choose. I'm talking about men and women. He's a bisexual pervert. But some of these people been trying to play it like he picks and chooses who he gets nasty with. No, it's all about either he's going to be respectful nasty and it's going to be consensual, or it's going to be abusive nasty. Either way, that man is a hornball. So, you ain't going to play with me, lady. I ain't got nothing against you. Hey, but you is not going to tell me you wearing sexy, freaky cheetah print coochie cutters and Diddy ain't want none of that. Huh? And he got the money to buy your ass? He can buy your ass? Stop it. Why I say that? Because she's not mad. She ain't trying to take Diddy down. She ain't even support her group member. She ain't got to take him down. She ain't even support a group member. And I'm saying it for a reason, y'all. All right? Because she been going in on Diddy for a while now, but she been perpetrating a fraud because she been doing it slick, using his name for clout and payouts. Huh? So, once again, let's look at the label. Y'all don't see how this shit is. Y'all don't get it. We just looked at one of the people making the band, the dude Q, crying. The boy groups are crying. That's why I say y'all don't get it. The man group's crying. The black girl got to go to court. Well, her ain't nothing happened. Everything is good. No, he just made me put on clothes. We see people crying because he abused the men, y'all. Her group member gave the guy Q a pill, allegedly. She was the star of the group, wasn't she? I already know she was the star of the group. I don't got another group. What's up, Miss Sheila? I already know she was the star of the group. If you were the star of the group, that means you was the what? Favorite. Like I said, you're going to trick me. Man, that pervert, he with Christina Aguilera. I know he wanted some of that white stuff. I already know he wanted. Yes, I already know that. Come on now, stop. The thing is this. I know you can't say nothing. I ain't saying there was nothing abusive. But I know it's something there with her and Diddy, man. She ain't going to trick me, bro. Especially that's at the time when Kanye had Kim Kardashian. And I think back then, Diddy was going to make her a fake-ass Kim K. I know their whole game now, y'all. I know the game of this shit. It's to the point where Diddy could have been dealing with her, and then they just put the other two around her. I know how this shit work now. That's why I say it won't trick me. It could be a thing where Diddy was rocking with her already. All right, they already had something. He put in the group, put the two around her, make it look, you know what I'm saying, throw it off. No, because I'm looking at the aftermath. Because to tell you the truth, you know why I say that, y'all? I don't know about y'all. Answer this question. I never saw her really mad at Diddy, not once. I didn't really see her mad. And I didn't see her get one authentic interview. Every interview she was giving looked like she was BSing. And what I say that is, You only got to click her interview about 3 minutes. That's it. You already get it. You already know what's up with her. It's that simple. Top of the top. So, hold up. That's right, Mick. What's up? What's up, Abe? What's up, Mick? Yeah. Yeah, man. Come on, man. No, the thing is, she just didn't get abused. That's about it. But have you ever seen her go off on Diddy? Did you ever see? You know a woman now. Do she act like she's against a man that's abusive? Or that's why I say it, because to me, you can clearly see she don't care about nobody being abused. She don't care about none of that. She's speaking on it for her own game. Like, she just happy she back in the light. That's about it, y'all. We got the proof because she didn't really go in. I didn't see her shed no tears. She didn't support Don at the courthouse. And she just doing a lot of talking on platforms getting paid. So I know what's up. I also know about the connection. Aubrey O'Day will take the stand at Diddy's trial. Sources says. Lies. That's why I'm showing you this. See that? Bingo. Told you, man. Now look at her back then. What's her history? Where she come from? Knowing it's a procedure to get on that show, and everybody wants to play to me like I forgot, like I don't know that Diddy was the biggest entertainer in the world at that time, and anybody would have been gladly to give it up to him and take his offers. So I don't know where all this stuff coming from. See? But now he's a bozo. He's a clown, remember? He's a broke black man. He's an idiot. He's a dummy. He's a nobody. No. You're not sliding off like that. No. If that man like, well, how many times I keep saying it? If that executive like you, you're going to be straight. If that executive is fond of you. So I'm going to say, Miss Aubrey, he had faith in you, and that's that. And he didn't do nothing to you. And my point is, you like, shit, I'm good. Oh, well. And you going to cash out. Only thing he did to you in the beginning was he didn't give you no money. That's why you was mad. You was mad because you was broke, because Diddy ain't going to pay your ass. But other than that, you getting your payout now. I'm saying it for a reason. Aubrey O'Day will take the stand at Diddy's trial. What may say, I might go to the trial. Shut up. No, the people that love Diddy, they ain't going against him. They ain't going to trash him. That's how you know who love him. It's that simple. But you ain't got to be against him, but you also can tell who love him. All right? How you know that? I'm going to say it again. When I say that a lot of y'all be watching candy shop shit, I say it like that for a reason, because when I say this the biggest topic, smoking, meaning it's nothing ever been bigger than this. This all that's left. But you will see it is people with big names that you know watch that are staying away from this. They're staying away from it. The question is why? Why? That's the question. See? Biggest thing, smoking. So if you got a big platform, why you ain't talking about it? Because when you got a big platform and you black, you can't talk about it. Or you got to joke about it. Or you're going to repeat what the news say. That's about it. It's like that for a reason, y'all. All right? So this is the point that they've been lying in people's face. Aubrey O'Day will take the stand. Only stand she been taking is podcast stands. Getting her shine on, y'all. That janky ass, big ass wig. That's right, ladies. They wear wigs too. That's a wig. Yes, it is. I killed that stereotype already. They got that twisted. No, they wear wig. That's a big ass wig, bro. Yeah, she wear wigs too. Yes, she does. All right. So what I'm saying is this. She wants us to think that Diddy ain't do nothing to her. And when I say that is, he didn't abuse her, but I think they had something going on. That's what I think. I'm only saying that because I didn't see no compassion from her, not once. I did not see nothing of any anger towards Diddy. None of that. I see her happy she eating right now, and she ain't in it. All right? But see, remember, that one in the middle next to Diddy with that red shirt, she gonna get the least, she gonna get the embarrassment. That one, the other ones, you don't even know their name. No, I'm just showing, it ain't just her. I'm just showing you. When it's all said and done, certain people gonna come up. See, the other members, they might not write their book till later on. See, everybody's gonna get paid, but certain people, they're gonna be shamed. That's all you gotta know. He sold us for a night. What am I showing you? The AI videos that are released on them 24/7. So I'm gonna keep showing y'all again. You got the professional people talking about it, 100,000 views a piece before the day over with. Then you got the underground working against them, AI videos, unknown faces, unknown names, professional shit out the country. All right? Drilling them every day to show you it ain't none of them spared. So people feel like she full of you know what. She's a liar. All right? Because people know if people train for that abuse. Yeah, because there's no way out. No way out means never go against Diddy. All right? So like I said, they want us to think he picks and chooses when he's horny. No, he's horny. That lady told us he was what? Coming in the closet. He trying to get on a plane. We heard everything. No. He's a horny man. You're not escaping that. The question is he going to act you nice? Is he going to take you on a date? Is he going to buy you nice things? Is he going to get you money? Is he going to give you a deal? It's all about how he's going to get it. He's going to get it, and that's what he does. So nobody's shaking that for me. I don't care what you tell me. I got it through my head very clear. He's not like us, y'all. No. To him, I think it's different. I think whenever he get horny, he just look around, first person he see, that's it. That's it. He might be at work. He be at work in the office. First thing he think, who can I smash right now? He just walking up, look around the office, come to the office. That's it. I look at him like that, bro. I look at him like he's just a horny guy. Wherever he's at, something gonna happen. So I don't look at him sparing nobody. That's right. Hold up. All right, let's go. What's up, Miss B Loyal? See, look who's the flunky, y'all. So now I want you to see how this entertainment thing works. When I said it's one people in that entertainment game, their job is to get all the abuse. That's right, all the abuse. Why the fuck? I showed you the other day, right? Industry, Cadillac Records, all of that. They the ones gonna get abused. Once again, Harvey Weinstein and Diddy in the same jail. Harvey Weinstein is locked up for the Me Too movement. Not one black face said nothing about him. Huh? Look at her, scared to death, looking like she got to be dragged to court. Why? She's the battered, abused woman. And they say they the most get abused. They the most scared. She's so scared, she couldn't walk. Her legs couldn't. She had noodle legs. It was time for her to go on the court to face Diddy. Noodle legs. She couldn't do it. Scared. But why is she in it? Because Diddy made her drop a pill, even though she was in the same exact group as Miss Aubrey O'Day, right? Same exact group. Why? That's not Aubrey with her. Aubrey said, according to the story, it was said Aubrey was going to be on the stand. Why she ain't on the stand? Okay. Why she hold her hand like that? No, because she the face of what? Abuse. And guess what else? She ain't getting a penny off of this. Guess who else getting rich off this? Huh? They going down to courthouses. Nancy Grace hit that live button getting rich. She ain't doing none of that. That's right. No, it's a takeover. She got a platform too. It's a takeover. All right? It's a takeover. And from Marwide Podcast, YouTube, takeover. Everybody from TV is on here now. All the low-level ones, they on here now. So this didn't slow for no reason. They was all trying to maintain, y'all, but they ain't gonna fool me. They were going broke in the pandemic, y'all. That's why the more went to 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. They start seeing, damn, ain't no jobs coming. Oh shit, I gotta get on. They started getting through their head, y'all. They didn't want to do it at first. We just looked at Linnell. Everybody got a YouTube channel. Cat Williams working. Cat Williams ain't starting no YouTube channel. He's working. All right? The ones that ain't working, YouTube channel. No, y'all, it's going down right now as we speak. They ass trying to front. That pandemic broke their ass. You don't believe that? You ask yourself, when the last time half of these entertainers had a job? You know, CASSIE was broke too. Yes, she was broke. Yes, she was. We got to keep it real. She was broke. All right? They wasn't making no money. Glorilla, you only got $2 million. That's all you had. All right? We know for a fact. Terrence Howard, broke. $4 million. Broke. They've been sinking. Plus the rest of them scared because Hollywood ain't giving out no more jobs. They will never, ever, ever, ever be in a star role movie on a big screen ever again. No, they won't. Why you think they even set up Michael B. Jordan? That movie went straight to apps. The movies go straight to apps. That's right. It ain't the same no more. that movie Sinners straight on the TV. Yup. There will not be no Hollywood premieres no more. It's for a reason, y'all. It's all together because everybody was in on it of what? Destroying the culture. That's right. Culture got to be destroyed, y'all. Everybody in on it. Everybody's doing their job. That's why Nancy Grace doing her job. When I said that y'all community it was normal, but once it's in other, now it's in every other household. It is the most horrific thing. It is the best entertainment when you didn't know nothing about it. And this is why all other people. So I can't talk about it without drawing the lines. This is the reason why black entertainment is so interesting. But now it is the most interesting of all interesting because everybody now gets these details and this tea of a behavior of a music that people love so much, but they never understood why they loved it. They didn't understand what was the source behind it. Now they get all the details, y'all, on this thing that was called their culture and what they were into and what they like. Oh, so this is why they acted like that. This is why when they moved in the neighborhood, they always had to blast that music. This is why they always behaved a certain way. Oh, this is why at work they was in sexual harassment schemes. Oh, at the parole officer. Oh, the people that work for the registry. Oh, this is why so many of them are sex offenders. Everybody now gets to get the clarity of what this thing was about within what? The culture. But the culture was only deaf, freaky, and get high. That was the culture. That's all you're going to hear in court, right? That's the truth. It's right here. We're told one juror, an older woman, looked visibly disturbed and shook her head at what she was watching. A male with his elbow on the armrest and his chin on his hand. The only audible reaction came from a younger juror who seemed to giggle when the first image flashed on the screen. So people in court giggling, y'all. All right? People in court giggling. So it just show you, man. That's right, Lavish. Embarrassing. That's right. Embarrassing for them. That's what it is. Hold up. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. All right. Let me chill out. Back to her. So, yeah, I just wanted to show y'all so you can see it for yourself. I'm not here to pick on this lady. I just got to be fair what I'm talking about. It's right here. Exclusive. USA. This is when she first started clout chasing. That's why a lot of y'all know she been quiet, but as soon as Diddy got in trouble, then little by little, she started coming out. Little by little, she started saying little stuff. See that? This was in the beginning. Clout chasing. Aubrey O'Day will take the stand that Diddy's trial. No damn well she wasn't going to do it. But that statement got her in rotation around this time. You see what I'm saying? So she the one that made, you going to see her, Freddie P, Chopper doing the same thing. But I prove to y'all that Diddy got Chopper and Freddie P. That's right. My opinion, I proved it. If you don't believe that, look how tarnished Freddie P is. Look how tarnished what young Chopper is. Then ask yourself, why did Chopper from making of the band get arrested for ex-trafficking, and why the hell is his ass home right now? Ask him that. Ask young Chopper who taught him how to ex-traffic women and why the hell he get caught in Maryland when he's from Louisiana. Ask Chopper that on the platform. And then ask Chopper, why you ain't sue Diddy, Chopper? No. Chopper, Freddie P, Aubrey, they're the same. It's a reason why they ain't going against Diddy. It's a reason why. Anybody was his favorite? Anybody that still got love for him? Ain't no way in hell they gonna fix their mouth. What's up in that? They ain't fixing their mouth. You still ain't get why Jane the only one to go against him. Jane wasn't signing him. You still ain't get how everybody's talking, but somehow Gene the only one to give you inside details. And on top of that, Gene wasn't even there the whole time. He just give you his error. But nobody else in no other era give you no information about nothing. That's why I say I don't watch them. They're a joke. I only got to watch these entertainers for two to 3 minutes, and that's all I need. That's why I'm gonna know exactly where they're going at, what they're about. All I need is a couple questions, a couple responses, and I know what the interview about. There are certain things I'm not watching, period. All right? So that's why I said it's only certain. When I talk about people like Jane and Suge, they was there. They inside for real. They giving me real industry details. And I'm checking everything, checking it all off. Yup, they telling the truth. They telling the truth. Huh? Other than that, it's not too many people that actually tell you the truth about nothing. They do everything in character mode, professional, laughing, swaying questions, tell you nothing. Meanwhile, these fools around Diddy since got there 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not all these years with him. That's why I say it's a reason. When I said it's a reason why they're going to crash, because it's called silence. They slickly put a muzzle over BET. You're going to see everybody else is talking. See that? Nancy Grace talking her ass off. 100,000 plus views, 11 hours. Talking her ass off. It's set up so Black entertainment will have a muzzle. And they're going to crash. That's how it's designed, y'all. It's on purpose. It's really called shut up, get your ass out of here. See, it's being played out like y'all can't talk about it. And y'all Diddy friends, see, y'all ain't going to talk about it. But the secret is the powers that be know that all of y'all, a lot of y'all are with the same shit. And that's why it's set up for a lot of y'all to just get out of here. Because you're going to be quiet. But as you being quiet, everybody else is turning up. That's why Aubrey is putting herself in position to be the new Wendy Williams. And Angie. There's a lot of them. Yeah. Yep. So soon it's going to be, people only going to be watching the low-level celebrities. Get it? Meaning, it's already set up where if you ain't even registered a certain way, your channel ain't even going to move. All right? It's for a reason. No, it's the end of Black entertainment, and everybody's putting their nail in the coffin. And it's also being played out through algorithm. It's being played out through underground platforms, underground people. Like I said, this right here, no face, no case. You couldn't trace this back to nobody if you wanted to. It's thousands of these videos with millions of views. Let's go. There's no way out. That's why she know she better not say nothing against Diddy, and she ain't gonna say nothing against Diddy. She had to go to court because they told her ass. Out of everybody around Diddy, she's the main one get accused of giving somebody a pill. See what I'm saying? She the only one. Let's go. Danity Kane singer Aubrey O'Day reveals she won't testify at Diddy trial despite Homeland Security requests. Right here. Let's go back, y'all. Let's make it real clear for y'all. Right here. Let's go. Aubrey O'Day will take the stand at Diddy's trial. After the clout years later, time to get on that stand, Danity Kane singer Aubrey O'Day reveals she won't testify in Diddy trial, despite Homeland Security requests. The singer was expected to provide testimony in New York next week. Nope, I ain't going. Get Dawn to do it. Bingo. Dawn, you're officially ruined. See that? Or could it have been that Miss Aubrey does not have a leg to stand on? Because maybe Diddy got dirt on her. Did you ever think about that? Maybe. Who knows? So now you have the proof of her turning it down, her denying it. I thought Diddy was a bad guy. I thought they wanted him done. I thought everybody making the bad want him out of here, y'all. What happened? Why she ain't want to put a nail in his coffin, y'all? Is it because some stuff might come out about freak-offs in court? I told y'all it's very simple. This whole game is about what they don't say. This whole thing is based on what they don't do. That's why I say I get all this very, very clear. I know what's up when I tell you this whole thing played out backwards. Yep, everything is backwards. So, and you see every interview. I say that for a reason. I didn't see her look mad yet. I didn't see her look upset. I didn't see her show no compassion for them women. All I see is a person happy they get some shine because they whack ass career over with. And y'all knew they was a whack ass group. That's what I look at. A fake ass Chloe mixed with a fake ass Kim K. That's what I see. All right, that's what I see. Back in the day, he also made her be a fake ass Britney Spears and a fake ass Christina Aguilera. All right, Aguilera. All right, that's about it. Stop it. No. You were going broke and you had to get some shine. So, question is, Miss Danity Kane, why you didn't testify at the trial when you were asked? Because you know what's up. You didn't want to see that man in court. He gonna bring back memories. Does she think I'm stupid and not think Diddy hit that? I know. Hey, yo, y'all, let's look at this whole trial. Let's laugh at this. Seemed to me like Diddy had sex with everybody except for a particular color. You get it? I didn't hear nothing about no blonde hair woman he was with. I guess he ain't like blondes and stuff. He ain't like blonde brunettes and redheads and stuff. I guess he didn't. Because he ain't do none of them. Get it? Mm-hmm. Let's go. See? She been having fun, y'all. She even actually get more shine than her bad boy days. So I'm just saying that because I have not seen no compassion. I have not seen nothing about nothing. I see somebody that probably was trailer park trash and just happy they getting some shine. And I understand, in my opinion, when I was told the procedure of getting on, making of the band, and I know that they having sleepovers and all this stuff in hotels before the event, and they got to pick who they want to win, or they got to pick you from the rehearsal to be on the show. They want me to think this horny man don't know, man. And I also know they sleep with you before they sign you. So like I said, why is Dawn there, but you not? And why are you letting this woman suffer? Do you see this woman's face? Do you see that woman's face? It was time for her to go to court, y'all. She had noodle legs. It said she couldn't get out the car, y'all. Do you see what Diddy does to people? No, y'all, you don't get it. Diddy abused the blacks. He tormented black people. He destroyed the blacks. He didn't pay them. He didn't pay them if they were rappers. He didn't want to give them good executive jobs. He abused the blacks because he had to stick to the music game. He had to stick to the code of entertainment. That is, the blacks take the abuse. And that's how it is. Everybody he abused was black or a so-called minority. That's why you don't got to be there. You don't got to know nothing. Just look at the face of abuse. Look, right here. You'll see it. She's abused. She looked like when you got to get a crackhead dressed up to go to court. All right? She looks abused, y'all. She looks horrible. She looks hurt. Especially if I knew that makeup was no. I know happy. I know hurt. See that lawyer? See that lawyer got a little smirk? Okay. You see Don Richard? Terrified. She do not want to see Diddy. It's the question, y'all. What happened to Baps? What happened to Bad Bunny? You don't notice how Bad Bunny, that black woman, stayed away from this stuff? Man, oh man. Ain't no telling what Diddy had them doing. All right? Because the ones that ain't saying nothing, they're the scaredest. It's only two things in this. You're going to speak your opinion as far as how it was me around Bad Boy. It could be all positive. He didn't do nothing to me. Or it's going to be he was a piece of crap. I see what he did to people. I know what he does. He touch on people. He's a freak. If you ain't going against him. Or if you ain't suing his ass, I don't even care if you're making it up, lying. You ain't suing him. Nah, that means I know what's up. Ain't no such thing as going against somebody you got love for now, is it? You can't pay nobody to go against somebody you got love for, can it? Or if that person got dirt on you. What else I know? Because I ain't stupid. One thing I know about the diddler, he gonna get dirt on your ass. Because what I remember that y'all keep forgetting, 250 cameras. So you know what that means? Even she might be on the camera. Or what? A cell phone. It's simple. It's simple. Because they can front all they want to. But none of them know if they're on tape or not. That's the one thing none of them know. So they can front all they want, but none of them know what tape they on, what's what. But life goes on after Diddy. But you can't say that for Miss Dawn Richard. Look at her, y'all. Life after Diddy ain't good for everybody, man. All right? They had to get the wheelchair for y'all. She couldn't walk. She had noodle legs. Yeah. All right? So like I said, ever since this been happening, no way out. Miss Aubrey know what's up. But Miss Aubrey been getting her clout. Let's take a look at Miss Aubrey. She wants to be Kim K. Look what her shirt says, y'all. Look what her shirt says. Read that shirt for me real clear. Look where she's at. I'm going to just say this. I don't know when you took this picture, but I'm going to say one day this picture shall come back to haunt you. What people don't understand, that man been in office 6 months, which means 3.5 more years. And I'm looking like now, like, I don't want to hear this all this time. I got to hear this for 3.5 more years. But I also know something else. In the next 3.5 years, some people going to catch straight hell because they didn't get it through their head yet. You know what's going on? What this is going on right now. It's like I got a lot of stuff to do, so I really can't pay attention to this petty stuff. But when I get time for the BS, I shall deal with it accordingly. Get it? That's how some people roll. And it ain't going to be this year because stuff, it's more important stuff got to happen. Then I'm also seeing this thing where everybody's saying they got to fight. They got to fight. We got to fight. I'm seeing commercials. I'm seeing ads. And it's this same complexion. I keep seeing this. We got to fight. We got to fight. I'm like, yo, these people talking about fighting. You idiots. You got 3.5 years. What are you going to be fighting? 3.5 years. Then I look how they so smart. Certain people smart enough saying, I ain't saying that. Y'all going to say it. Nah. Matter of fact, we're not even running. Y'all can run. Go ahead. Talk that fighting stuff. Yeah. But look at her, right? You see Miss Aubrey in front of the White House? You see what her shirt say, right? Just remember I showed you that. I ain't going to say nothing else. All right, let's go. Number 47 is the first president in 16 years to not be invited to the NAACP convention. I'm only showing you this for a reason. It just came on this morning. Now I'm showing you. It's 2 things to this. But it don't make no sense to me, but I can read it very clear. Now, remember when I said it seemed to me like it's this thing called where some people going to get ignored and some people, their time is up? Let's just say, I guess you won't be getting nothing no time soon from the government, not through the NAACP. I also don't think NAACP is going to be doing nothing for nobody no time soon anyway. But like I said, man, I just want to try to see that. And then I say, you know what? It was never no such thing as that. When all this stuff started happening. And then I say, you know what? Being that it's Juneteenth, I'm not into all that. But let me give people a brief update about some American history. All right, real quick. All right? Because they forgot their place, y'all. See that? James Brown, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. Who are they? Well, at one time, they were the most respected people in that community. And they were the most respected by the most powerfulest people in this country. And also around the world. People forget that Jesse Jackson was also sent overseas as an ambassador for certain situations because they all knew their role. In history, it was a time of real riots. Real riots, not fake manufactured riots, the 60s riots. When Harlem got out of control, that White House had to call James Brown because they knew their place. They knew who paid them. They knew what time it was. They knew what they worked for. So let me bring some of y'all back up to date. If you don't know nothing. All you know is YouTube videos. But see, on this channel, I've been giving y'all so much stuff that wasn't even made YouTube videos. That's how a lot of y'all was able to know who's stealing my content. It was designed to be like that. But if you had a membership, then you know I got 200 other videos that the thieves don't know about. That's right. All right? So let's go back to a time when they knew their place. Whether they were celebrities or politicians, they knew their place. Because they were just happy to be there. All right?
So I never seen people going against the government and speaking out against the president. And everybody knew that Nixon was a straight prickhead. He was accused of being the biggest racist, but they all knew their place. So when I told you a lot of this is payback, because I think a lot of y'all forgot your place. So I think this time around, ain't no love. Ain't no love. I said this time, if you notice, you ain't being addressed. You went hard for election, but somehow you didn't even know what you were voting for, because it wasn't about somebody at all. No, this time it's called ignore their ass. They bashed that man 8 years. They still bashing him. Watch what's going to happen this next 3.5 years. So you got to know, y'all, they forgot their place. They forgot their place, y'all. Lyndon B. Johnson. Everybody know he was a racist. But everybody knew their place. Because they knew. See, this is what Martin knew. I got to chop it up with that man. If I want any leeway, I got to play my role. Yo, idiots don't play role. What I said the other day. Okay, y'all always crying, right? Okay, let's keep it racist. Let's say if this man wanted to help you, 50 Cent right there, like I said yesterday, 50 at the table. Mayweather right there. Lil Wayne. Rick Ross. Busta Rhymes. Snoop Dogg. Nelly. Guys, what you think I should do? What do I need to do? Just take that conversation now, and now you throw it out the window. It ain't gonna happen. Why? Y'all cut your own water off. That's why. Back then, they knew what they had to do to get things going. All right? Play my role. Hey, they ain't shit. I ain't shit. But things got to get done. All right? Guess what else, everybody? Y'all should stand up and salute the American flag today. That's what y'all going to do. Everybody on the welfare system to this day, you make sure you thank that man, Lyndon B. Johnson, right there. Huh? Everybody on welfare to this day, that is the handshake that started the welfare system for you. Because part of civil rights was, they didn't tell you, is that blacks wanted rights to be on welfare like white people. They wanted the same benefits as white people. So everybody in this country that's on welfare, EBT card right now, you know you got it. Stop playing. Whether you in project, whether any type of housing, any type of welfare, Social Security, you think that man Lyndon B. Johnson right there, and he was a straight racist. But to this day, you didn't know that racist man built a racist system that you still all call welfare, and you gonna keep running your mouth because you pick and choose which one you like. Meanwhile, this the one that ruined you, what? 60 years ago, when I said you in a 60-year system. That same 60-year system, hip-hop came out of. Where from? The projects. How did they get the projects? After Lyndon B. Johnson signed that bill. Huh? So stand up, welfare people. Even though you go in social service, you see that American flag right there. But y'all got tricked to be foreigners and hypocrites. That's what happened. All right? So I say that to say I know what's up. Back to the back to the back. See? They can say stuff like that, but you can't. You didn't know they used the blacks, gaslit their ass to do a whole lot. Meanwhile, they're the ones getting cut off. That's right. Oh, let me show you something else. Secret news. The woke masses. Woke is outlawed. Showed you already, right? Who woke? People that run their mouth. Some of them still in my chat right now. Still running their mouth, talking about politics every day. Woke is bad, dummy. We already spoke about people that fled the country. Ellen is out of here. Ellen come back in the country, but she got that mansion in the UK. They live over there and visit over here. When that man became president, they asked flee. A lot of them got their rights revoked. You can't be no celebrity in America without what? Protection. You forgot when them celebrities be out here and they go country to state, and you see them big-ass SUVs around them? Just know when that man came in office, no more SUV protection, Jay-Z. No more SUV protection, Beyonce. No more SUV protection. Strip their rights. They had to flee. A lot of them fled because they were big mouth. But guess what they did? They gaslit all the blacks to follow suit. But the blacks still stuck here for 3.5 years. And they ain't getting a penny. The woke masses fled America. Even though they try to make it like it's one-man country. No, that's for dummies. It's a thing called Congress. It's a thing called Senate. But they keep trying to make it like it's one man. Even though you can't pass nothing without Congress, dummies, let's go. Foreigners, let's go. The whole woke masses fled America in a blind panic. In a blind panic, meaning stupid. Where does news come from? UK. What's that? Real news. Why? They live in a bubble in America. They stupid. UK news. When I kept telling you on this channel, what? They fled, they ran, they gone. Hollywood is finished. Here's the proof. Guess what? They wanted me to pay for this ad to read it. Yes, they did. Shh. Exclusive. The woke masses, Hollywood, fled America in a blind panic. Now their liberal safe haven has doomed them all. Because they didn't know when they ran overseas, it was going to be what? War overseas. Family, how many times I say, you're not escaping this one. They're not escaping this one. Nobody is. I already told you already. It's a reason for all of this. All right? No, y'all. When I said it's the end of an era, I don't know everything that's going to happen. But I'm going to tell y'all this. Everything real is going on right now. It's some real stuff going on. And when this stuff over with, may the last person win. May the last person be standing. All right? Now, I got to touch on this for what I said yesterday. When I was talking about a couple years ago, right before the pandemic, with these small businesses and these minority-owned business, I was talking about how when you Google a business, certain people had signed up to accept the minority emoji for their business because they wanted the world to know black-owned business on right here. But they didn't know on the other side of that meant I ain't going to that business. Some people didn't know it meant that. And I say that for a reason, because what I forgot to say is I spoke about Google in court. I spoke to y'all about how for years they was letting people use fake comments, fake bots. Lying, giving their business 5 stars, 4 stars. But that ain't the kicker, what I forgot to tell y'all. They were doing the black businesses dirty. They were letting people put 2 stars on their shit, 1 star, lying on their shit on purpose. That's another thing I'm going to tell y'all, see? That's what I forgot to tell you yesterday. See, the secret was a lot of blacks that signed up for the black icon, you had people putting lies on their shit on purpose. 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, crashing their shit. Yup. Then next you know, C19 hit. Boop. Went out of business. Went out of business. All right? So a lot of y'all were raising that. Y'all thought everything was just colored only, whites only. No. Y'all classify yourself with a lot of stuff. Yeah. You said black owned. You classified yourself then. Know what that meant? Don't gotta go. If I was racist, I ain't going there. Or any stereotype I got on y'all, I'm not going there. Cause matter of fact, y'all make it like y'all only cater to black people. But say I don't like your ass, I can shit on your business now. We could be your competition. Oh, you got a black business? Guess what? We got one too. Guess what we gonna do? Yeah, we gonna pay some people to shit on your business, give them 2 stars, 3 stars. That's what they were doing, y'all. Yup, that's what they were doing. But I told y'all this shit is one on the internet. That's what they was doing, y'all. Yup. Getting people to single themselves out based on the business on race. You show me something on that stock market based on race. Show me one corporation based on race. And then I'll show you every corporation got every race working for them. That's right, because they know the truth. So people signed up to get these avatars, but they were trashing them on purpose. Google is now making it easier to find black-owned businesses. See that? Google making it easier. Why? Why? Google added a similar feature to businesses that were woman-led. So you got woman-led and black-owned. See? But now I'm just saying, why would you do that? That was a trick. Okay, let's say somebody with the rainbow community. They might not feel like going there. And it's a black woman? Nah, we good. See how it's set up? Why? Okay, think back. I asked the other day, I said, what happened on them pop-up shops? Remember, it was a point everybody was coming to these pop-up shops trying to sell all this merch. Everybody was doing this, that, and the third. What else happened to teach y'all ain't peep? Y'all ain't people on the internet. Everybody was trying to hustle, sell clothes. And all of a sudden, that shit got shut down, and then all y'all had to buy from Temu after that. Y'all didn't notice that all the businesses got shut down, and somehow everybody was shopping on Temu and Amazon after all the small businesses got crashed. See, this from 2020, y'all. When I tell you everybody was in a world of a funk, you ain't gonna know how fast time went. See, this was 2000. I remember like yesterday because I was working for a black business at that time. So by 2020, everything was moving. But as 21 came, by 21, people started crashing. Everything was shut down, remember? But people put themselves in a box and Google was in on it. See? Why would I want somebody to know what my business is? Who the hell does that? No, that was for y'all to make yourself a target. Google is now making it easier to find black-owned businesses, whether you like them or not. See that? Google is now making it easier to find black-owned businesses to troll their ass. Google is now making it easier to find black-owned businesses to slow up their customers. Huh? All right then. See? Nah, I told you, man. They know you're colored people, bro. Told you, man. I told you how this shit is played out. They're colored people. So, you can give them some colors, and they'll pick one and base their life on color. Meanwhile, they don't know about unison and blending in. See that? You want to, no, miss me with that. I want the real Google map. Give me that real Google logo. See that? They don't understand that. They don't understand that. Give me that real logo right. That's the real one. Other one, nah, that's the fake one. So now y'all see what I tell you? It's always two worlds. The real world and one for y'all. This the real one right here. That's the real side of business. In your world, you're going to pick this one. See? That means you're childish. That's what it means. That means you wasn't thinking big term. You just thought about one thing. No, give me the one. Give me the real one. See the real one with all the colors in it. That means everybody welcome. Come right here. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? No, it's a reason why they call color, because they base everything on what they see. Yeah. Now let's move on. Back, like when I was talking about Stephen A the other day, I forgot to speak about this part. This, when Stephen A got caught on national TV, or should I say somebody caught him doing this and it went viral, this represent what I be talking about. This represent that they never focus, they can't pay attention, they always playing with their phone, and they controlled by the phone. It applies to rich and poor. Stephen A is a rich man, but those graphical colors on that phone, he can't put it down. All right, these are the secrets everybody know, that these people are controlled with them phones, because that was the whole purpose. All right, the whole concept, they thought it was all this, that, and the third, but they had no clue. The number one brainwash device was that cell phone that they loved so much. Yes, that's why the plan was for them to stay wrapped in that cell phone, and the world gonna pass them by. Yup. And meanwhile, that same cell phone, they're gonna watch all of their favorites fail. They're gonna watch every single last one of them fail on that phone in their hand. Right? So you see the car. Look how I'm showing you these cartoon characters, right? That's how it's designed. It's designed, right, for everybody to be wrapped up in cartoon characters. Then the real world just passes you by. And Stephen A just got $100 million. But this also is to show that he's not focused, because he was on TV and Molly had to tell him, turn your computer this way. He's not focused. Meanwhile, it's nothing. And why I heard somebody on the radio say, somebody on the radio said it. It was like, yo, he was better off just playing with a real deck of cards. Because I got what they were saying. They were saying that, man, they brainwashed by them phones, yo. So they just can't put them shit down. All right? So, now let me show y'all something else. When I went into the, okay, you see you see what I mean is the behavior of banging on your own country is why y'all are somewhere else now. You don't gotta like, you don't gotta agree. But I want y'all to see this is all gaslighting. All right? And I'm gonna say it. Another proportion of people that are scared, that people think their rights are going to be taken. People think that their rights
a favor are not going to be the same. So when they say woke Hollywood, well, if you understand that mostly everybody in Hollywood is a rainbow, they're the main ones scared, and I don't know why. But you got the proof they has been running because they've been doing this shit so much. So when I said on Hollywood it's a government hit, because this is the stuff they was doing, y'all. This is the stuff that divided the country. So I'm going to say this real clear to a lot of people. It's very simple, y'all. Okay. Let's see who's really smart. Well, since it's so bad here, which other country you want to go to? Then let's look at how many people are going to talk a whole lot of smoke, but we know damn well they ain't trying to go nowhere else. See that? Let's look at how people really got brainwashed. Let's look at how people let's look at how it's people that really hate their life. Let's look at how people have been losing their whole life, and they finally got somebody to blame, and a few others. Meanwhile, they've been losing their whole life. They were born in a failure. Their fucking generation was failures. But it's been free to leave this shit for so long, somehow they didn't want to leave. Let's look at the map. Let's look at the map. Let's look across the map. How they get treated in other countries. A lot of y'all love y'all cars. Well, ain't gonna be no cell phone connection. You're gonna have weak service some places. Some places ain't no cars allowed. Told y'all we in a world of put up or shut up. Some of y'all supposed to been booked y'all tickets to many places, right? So what's the problem, y'all? As far as I know, I ain't never seen a good president. Meaning I ain't never seen a president that was every president I've seen got some shit with him. But the point is this: I ain't never see people going against the president. I'm talking about disrespectfully too. It's a reason why I say that, because I know it's going to be repercussions to a lot of this stuff because it went too far. Now back at the map, a lot of y'all don't know where the hell y'all at, right? So where was this stuff normal? Okay, so you don't like your country, you hate, you want to protest your whole life. Now pick another country to go to. Pick one. And guess what? You ain't gonna worry about no president no more. So pick another place to go. Go. It's right here in your face. Go somewhere else. And then you're going to see that you're delusional. You're going to see you just been talking a lot. Then I want you to ask you a question. Where you get that talk from anyway? Was it taught in your household? Did your mom teach you that? Your daddy? Were you born in a shelter? Were you born in a foster care system? Were you born on welfare? Were you abused? Where you get this talk from? Where you learn it from? I like to know that. That's all I want to know. I'm into knowing what people learn from, not what they talking about. So, you see the big map, foreigner? This is why y'all call foreigner. Look at the big map, because y'all know where you're at. Okay, foreigner, you want to go somewhere else, foreigner? Go. Till you so disgruntled. Because other than that, you're just talking. And when you talking, you going to keep writing checks you can't cash. So, when I talk about back in the day, the difference is, them people back in the day were smart. You know what they know? Let me play my role and at least get something done. Let me play my role and have some type of dignity, because they knew back then their ass would have been destroyed. Because back then there was no mercy. Only reason why people ain't getting destroyed these days because of cameras and technology. They knew back then they all would have been clipped quick. Get it? They knew their place, which I didn't get. Nothing has changed. In this world, the only thing changes is clothes and technology. Laws don't change. Laws from back then still apply. Difference is they knew their place because they knew that was an honor. Whether you like the president or not, they knew it was an honor. Meaning what this meant was, if you were black in this country, that's the highest level a black person can go. That's what that meant. All right, that was the highest form. It's no different from you invite somebody in your house. Well, that's what that meant back then. It didn't matter if you liked the man. Nobody liked the Lyndon B. Johnson. All right, nobody liked the Richard Nixon ass. None of them did. But they wasn't gonna say I ain't going. All right, no, they knew this is my time to make history. If I can't say something to that man in his face for my people, that's what I'm gonna say. All right, whether he tell me a fake ass lie, what he gonna do? I'm gonna still ask. I'm gonna say something because it was a favor for a favor. That's how it go, y'all. All right? And everybody know he was a ground bucket, straight ground bucket. All of them were ground buckets.
All right, straight racist. Lyndon B. Johnson. So I'm gonna tell you again, you thank him for the welfare system. See? Now let's look at the hypocrites. They love the government on the first of the month. They love the government, y'all. You ever saw that? See, if I want to talk trash, I can. I don't get nothing from them. I don't need nothing from them. I can talk all the trash I want. But I ain't stupid to do that. I pay taxes. The ones that get all the free money do the most talking, y'all. Why? Why the fuck y'all not happy but y'all got all this free shit? You see how you curse yourself? You see that's called bite the hand that feeds you? Same people pay your bills. Same people make sure your kids eat. Same system that does all the shit you need and live off your whole fucking generation. You the main one talking smoke. Then you understand why they're going to cut that system, y'all. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, in my opinion, that's going to be the last thing going to get cut. My opinion, by 2028, I bet you that by 2030, I bet you that shit be cut. That's my opinion. Know why I know that? Because if it ain't a lot of them around no more, there ain't no need for that shit. It ain't no need for that system no more. That system, let me show you how all that system is, y'all. When you heard about them cutting shit, welfare goes back to that man right there, y'all. So I'm gonna give y'all a reality in your face. If he started welfare and that shit ain't work, they say they tired of that money going nowhere. They say they tired of that money and they know for a fact people ain't trying to work. They know this. They've been counting all numbers. If IRS people been getting shaken down, if people that went to school get shaken down, they don't want, for them payments for school, they want direct deposit bank numbers. They not playing. So them cutting welfare, I can see it. Know why? If they getting all this money back, and guess what? If all the people that didn't pay their tuition is paying now, that's enough to feed the system. Everybody that owe 100,000, 50,000, 60,000, 20,000, 30,000, 200,000, everybody got to pay. Ain't no way around it. The government got new money. You ain't see that check got cut. You ain't see them 600, that 620 get cut. Money been being cut and funded. But I'm going to tell you this one. That welfare system was only needed because they knew it was single moms that had to work, and single moms had to take care of kids at a certain time. That time is over. So I'm going to tell you again, a lot of y'all going to run your mouth, but you better pray to God they don't cut that system. But I seen some stuff they going to cut. You heard about Medicaid, right? You heard about that, right? I ain't going to say nothing else. He started welfare. Why? To put them in a prison. Welfare is the system that broke their will to hustle and struggle and make it and create. They knew a system. Put them on welfare. We'll work our ass off and we'll buy up the land. We'll buy up the houses. We'll buy up the businesses. That's what we're going to do. Then we'll hire their ass. See, before, they were homeowners. Before, they worked as hard as us. Before, they actually had more land than us in some places. So, welfare going to make it where they're going to chill out for a little while, and we going to turn up. And now, they're ahead, everyday position. They don't need the welfare system no more. They don't need it. That's the man that started it. Now, go find out why he started it, and then you'll get why you was always in a prison anyway. Then just think, all they got to do now is cut it while you're running your mouth. And guess what's the last thing to happen? Guess what's the last thing that's not really needed like that? Huh? When you got 20 million plus people came here, right? You got all these programs. You know what that means? From now on, it's already like that. The programs deal with the welfare system straight up. And to get the help, you got to go through one of those programs. And if you don't go to that program, you ain't getting a penny. That's how it's going to be. Meaning, you're going to be with a program. Okay, you need help, you home, whatever it is, you're going to work. We're going to make sure you got that job. We're going to make sure this, you're going to go to a program. Over there, you ain't getting nothing. No, this program is for you to get on your feet. And when you leave this program, you will be a taxpaying citizen. It's going back to that. That's what I assume. That's what I see. That's what I see, y'all. Know what I know? I also know that welfare kept the country going through the 90s. That's why Bill Clinton did what he did. It was also that system, what? Put the men in jail. Child support. So it was the system that paid the bills. Welfare kept the groceries going. It kept a lot of stuff going. Corner stores, right? A lot of stuff going. Now those days are over with, y'all. Y'all know damn well them stamps ain't even enough in the store. Y'all know that money, y'all know none of that shit is enough. But that was the plan. So in the last day, you won't have enough. You're going to be short as hell. Meanwhile, it's going on 2030. Nah, y'all, I'm not here to diss nobody. I'm just telling you what it is. 2/3 are going to be gone, y'all. Some going to starve. Palm Coast traffic stop leads to fentanyl arrest after drugs found hidden in body cavity. Once again, I'm going to keep showing you these sweeps, update of the people that's not going to be here no more. All right? They found she had it inside her body, probably her vagina. Yeah, she caught. Out of here. Another one. Charged with manslaughter. What happened? Dope head sold something to somebody that is RIP. Dope head said the other day, what? Most of America are heads now. Fiends. Trash. A percentage of them are not happy. A percentage of them are talking all day. A percentage of them want to protest. And a percentage of them just get high. But all the ones I said, don't pay no taxes, don't shop, don't do nothing. Nothing. DEA stills leads. Look, DEA sting leads to a fatty arrest in Alabama. Woman sentenced to prison. No, the whole country turned into trash. Why internet? Either they on the internet talking all day or they getting high all day. Meanwhile, look outside. Anybody outside? Windows wide open, don't hear nothing. No, y'all. This era of people are getting wiped out. That was the plan. Y'all last move is this internet. That's it. Feds literally planted hidden cameras in hallway of Ivy for fatty ring sting. See that? Made a sting. Placing cameras in people's house. Showing you they're not stopping. Future time. Future time. Future time. When 2/3 of the people in the land will be cut off and perish. The remaining 1/3 will be refined by fire and become God's people. What's that fire? Huh? That chastisement. That fire? What's that? Them hard times you're going through right now. That's that fire. Everybody ain't making it through the fire. Some people ain't going to get to see the fire. Nope. So if you somewhere where it got burnt up, or you somewhere where it's a lot of hell at and you made it, you might be okay. Because the remaining 1/3 will be cleaned up. That's refined. What's called cleaned up? Change your ways. They don't want to change their ways, so they're going to get what? Destroyed. 2/3 out of here. They could not be refined. They could not be fixed. They could not be clean. Let me show you some of the 2/3 that cannot be clean. Huh? When you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, you're corrupt. You're never going to change. That's why you heard the story of they got to go. Because they're corrupted. They're so corrupt. They know the story. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's in the book. Huh? When Moses blew their ass up. The old heads. They're corrupt. Their veins are filled with poison, poison, poison. That's why 2/3 getting erased. Why? They said y'all gonna stay your ass away from this new world. The new generation, y'all will not touch. Y'all are all in that black part. That's right. That's the filthy America. That's the filthy America that got their lights put out. That's the 2/3 that you ain't never gonna see no more. All right? That's my opinion. The verse in Zechariah states, and it shall come to pass, it's going to happen, that in all the land, said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd shall be left therein. Just a 3rd. The verse is part of a prophecy about a future time of judgment and purification. When I said last year, you be a judge. Purification is what? Those who get cleaned up. Those who change their ways. Purified. Right in your face. The 2/3 that will be cut off and die represent those who are not part of God's chosen people. That's everybody that claimed demon time. Anybody claimed demon time, was proud of it, they are not God's people, period. So don't get it twisted. Ain't no such thing as taking it back. You said it, you stood on it, now you're going to die by that. That's how it works. The 2/3 that will be cut off will die, represent those who are not part of God's chosen people and who will be removed. Who will be removed during this period of judgment. When I said you being judged, all y'all being judged. Told you already. They will be removed. The woke masses fled America. Removed. They going to jail. Removed. They going for life. Removed. They don't want to fly, but their ass going to get removed. Ain't nothing you going to do about this one. This ain't about no man. No, I told you this country run off a script. But you just didn't know what script it was. I know the script. And the script says goodbye. The script says all you got left is freaky tales. So let's go back to the top of the top. Ask for the friendly ghost. That's right. I start spitting them 2/3. Then people start fleeing. Because there's nothing going to do about it, y'all. Nothing going to do about it. It's nothing nobody going to do. Like I said, nobody got to tell me nothing. I just see what's going on. I just look. I got eyes just like everybody else. Just that I ain't stupid like everybody else. Thing is, I changed my ways a long time ago. Long time ago. No, y'all still stuck in that shit. So don't cry. Don't keep asking why this and why that. No, it's a reason why people getting their ass wiped out. Thank you, Sheila. And when everybody finished, when this shit finished, it'll be good again. Don't worry about that. When it's all finished, if you good, you'll be good. Don't worry. You see, I told you, when we be on them hoverboards chilling, we'll be all right. They'll be gone, y'all. Trust me. Them Negroes would have been doing drive-bys on that and everything else. They'd have been trying to steal it from your kid. They'd have been doing all that. No. When you see those on these streets, that's when you're going to know everything is cleaned up. Everything going to be clean. So y'all ain't never got to worry about your kids getting gunned down like dogs. You ain't never got to worry about your kids getting snatched. That's right. So you got to sacrifice the old heads, cut their ass off, and let the kids live. That's what got to happen. It happened in history. It happened everywhere, y'all. It's always this thing where the old heads going to get sacrificed. And that's going to happen, especially if they're hard-headed. That's right, because they know about seed. They know about breeding. They know about bad apples spoiling bunches. So that's why these bad apples had to go, y'all. Stealing, robbing, killing, all this shit. Huh? Told you, man. You want your daughter to grow up to be a prostitute? Well, that's what she's going to go at. That's the standard now. Most of these women 30s, 40s, 50s, prostitute, 20s. They understand that it is no way shit can run if everybody don't pay taxes. I'm not here to diss nobody, y'all. It's called a new reality, y'all. People not doing nothing. It could have been doing a lot. But I know people that say, I ain't doing that. I ain't working. Ain't enough money. People had a mentality, y'all. People had this mentality. I'm straight. I'm good. I'm good. Well, I got my shit come up first. My rent low. My rent cheap. I can blast my electric bill. I don't got to pay water bill. They live like that for decades. So if you ain't do nothing with it, that's on you. That's it. Some of us never had opportunity to have shit for cheap. Never had that opportunity. So I'm just saying that for a reason, y'all. Ain't no pity party. It's just what? Diddy parties. Huh? Ain't no party like a Diddy party. That's all we got left, y'all. Ain't no pity parties, just Diddy parties. That's right. That's right. So, hey, man, sometimes you got to take bullets, y'all. I took bullets. What about y'all? Y'all got big mouths. But what you didn't get is, it's somebody that controls the whole playing field. And when I kept doing wrong, I ain't get it right. I had to figure it out the hard way. I learned. Everything I learned the hard way. Some of y'all, you going to learn the hard way. The difference is, you just too late with that shit. That's about it, y'all. So, let's go back to the top of the top. So, CASSIE allegedly paid $200. $200? So, what is this about, y'all? We getting all these different numbers. So, now we have, what do y'all think this holds up in court? When it's being said that Diddy made CASSIE do all this stuff, now we have a report. We have proof of a text message CASSIE sent to a male stripper, a.k.a. the Punisher. The question is, let's go. Diddy trial freak-off video shown in court. So why was the freak off video shown in court as well, y'all? What was the purpose of that? Okay. Now you also see how this whole Diddy shit is corny now. It ain't making no sense, y'all. It's not even making no sense. He gets paid $6,000 on one job, but when Cassie won a private issue, $200. Let's get to the facts. Let's read it ourselves. Let's go. Prosecutors also showed jurors text messages in which Cassie, the R&B singer whose real name is Cassie Ventura, set up the October 14th meetup with Hayes. In one message she wrote, "Can we actually do 3 a.m. at the Plaza Hotel, Columbus Circle?" Hayes replied, "Great. I'll text when I'm on my way," and told her his fee for the encounter was $200. Can somebody please help me with this? According to what I said earlier, I think it was different events, different meet and greet events. I think his fee was according to his job. But now you got proof that in court, they looking at text message of a late night creep 3 a.m. of Cassie and this stripper. Thank you, Tanya. A clown show. So, like last week, after I said, I'm not even trying to figure this out no more. No, I'm gonna give you the update. That's it. As of right now, that's it. It ain't even that funny no more. The judge on the Diddy trial does look zesty. He probably wanted to see it. Well, guess what? If your grandmother was a juror, your grandma had to watch it. If your grandfather, he got to watch it too. Yup. Ha. So the lady said, "This don't make no damn sense." And what they said, she said in court, we're told one juror, an older woman, looked visibly disturbed and shook her head at what she was watching. You know what young people doing? They're freaking over that rap stuff. A male juror stared intently at video monitors. Because there was an old man, he ain't seen no pornos in 3 decades. He liked it. See right here, a male juror started intently. He was looking at it for real, at the video monitors, with his elbow on the armrest and his chin on his hand. He was observing that ass. That's right. Shit, granddad said, I'm not with this digital stuff. I ain't watched no porno since VHS tape. And my wife made me throw that away. I didn't never see this stuff. He liked it. Let's go. The only audible reaction came from a goddamn Generational Z idiot. The Generational Z idiot in court who seemed to giggle when the first image flashed on the screen because they a damn idiot, a pervert. They liked it, giggling in the court. Told you, man. Guess who the freakiest generation is, y'all? My generation is the toughest, the most knucklehead, hard. Guess who the most idiot is? Guess who the freakiest generation is? But guess who gave birth to the freakiest generation? People forget this shit skipped generation. People forget how that shit worked for real. Let's go. All right, now. Let's go, y'all. All right. Told you all you're going to get his freaky tales. Grandma got to hear freaky tales. That's different, man. Stop it. Jurors see clips of freak-off sex marathons. Central to Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking charge. So you mean to tell me, y'all, please don't tell me they played this shit in court like MTV videos. And the courtroom got quiet and you just seen all this stuff. Holy shit. Yo, I got to bet, y'all. What if after this shit over with, all them freak-off tapes start leaking, y'all, on the internet. And they start selling them shits. I think that's going to happen, too. I think when it's all over with, them tapes might start dropping all over the place. And guess what else might happen? When it's all over with, hey, some of those tapes and Diddy storage might get dropped anyway. Get it? So that's why I say it's no winning this shit. Because it could be when the case over with, no matter how many months, out of nowhere, all them sex videos from the 200 cameras start dropping. You see what I'm saying? Them videos just start dropping on us. We don't know that, right? All right, then. Then they show you Tupac autopsy years later. Then you see people autopsy years later, Whitney Houston. Well, after this, who to say videos on people don't start coming out afterwards. After it's all over. You know what I'm saying? Graphic videos too. Yup. Let's go, y'all. Top of the top. Make sure y'all buy y'all a pair of the new Baby or Reeboks, man. Yeah. Diddy helped Cameron get that deal, man. No, they were supposed to be the Diddy's, but he got Cameron to do it. All right, so make sure y'all buy those. Even though Cam got on dark-ass lipstick. Cam got on plum lipstick. Yes, he does. Did you know, hey, yo, gangster, did you know Cam is not allowed to sell you red sneakers? Did you know that? Did you know he cannot get a deal unless they pink shit? Did you know that? Nope. Tell Cam you want those in another color. You can't do that. Huh? Guess where his money come from? Guess what community makes sure he get those deals? Guess what? See, all right. I'm asking y'all a common sense question. Do you think Cam is more the face of gangster rap, or is he the face more of a certain community? From what you've been seeing recent, which one you think more? And just ask yourself a question. If it's all these colors in the world, why you gotta just rep that same color? Why? All right? And just so happened, raised by Diddy, just so happened, we'll leave it alone, bro. We're gonna leave it alone. Fat Joe, was you knocking people out? So Fat Joe, you mean to tell me you ain't gonna go see Diddy neither? Fool, sell Ciroc, push the Ciroc. Diddy cut his ass a check. He won't say nothing about Diddy. He won't go show Diddy no love, y'all. Can you now see fake people? So, Fat Joe, was you knocking people out, bro? That's all we want to know. Because we don't trust you, Cassie, none of y'all. At this point, we don't know nothing. We don't know shit. All right, that's it. All we know is that man got them cameras. He got that footage, though. And we know they call him ass with a ghost. Because the secret is with Diddy, he going to get that ass, and then he going to be ghost. That's the secret joke on him. He gonna get that ass, and then he gonna be ghost. See, Fat Joe? He was there. How I know he was there? He gave you the bottles face to face. Yup. He gave us clues on who he got. Whoever sells us a rock, that's who he got. Sorry. Let's go. Ask for the friendly ghost. So, back to this lady right here. I think it's some dirt on her, y'all. I think Diddy got dirt on her ass. That's what I think. So let's ask a question. Why did she say this? Aubrey O'Day will take the stand at Diddy's trial. Source says, uh-oh. Daddy Kane singer Aubrey Day reveals she won't testify in Diddy trial, despite Homeland Security requests. So that alone lets you know she didn't want to put Diddy in jail. Hell no. So let's ask a question, y'all. Why she didn't want to put Diddy in jail? The other question is, according to her, did woman really get abused? I had not seen her look like she's been bothered by no woman abuse, not once. So I don't know, y'all. But I know one thing, her ass been cashing out. Her ass been on so many platforms. I'm telling you, they've been winning off this Diddy shit, boy. I told you that they all fighting to be the next Wendy Williams now, y'all. They say Wendy out the way, that's a job. Everything that's gone, that's a job. Somebody gonna take Diddy's job. That's right. Michael Rubin took Diddy's job. He threw all white parties. I told you that before. About 2 years ago, I said Michael Rubin took over those white parties. He took over them shits in the Hamptons. Yup. So let's look at that girl. And like I say, I ain't stupid. Do we think Diddy didn't hit that? According to me, looking at this old group, it looked to me like she was one of Diddy's favorites. So I'm not going to say he violated her. No, I'm not going to say he did nothing wrong to her. But I'm going to say he treated her like a queen. I'm going to say he treated her real good. Did it? Yeah. He also had her put in, you see what she got on, right? All right, then. But this is my point I want to show y'all. Even in failure, y'all, some people still going to get paid. What is Dawn doing, y'all? She is embarrassing. Now you got the proof. She was gaslighting her ass like she gonna be with her. Yeah, I'm gonna testify. Then when it came time to go, oh, sorry, I got something I gotta do. She by herself. Because you know what Aubrey said? I will not be the face of abuse. No, that is not my category. No, that is their category. They're the face of abuse. No, he didn't abuse me. See that? That's what that means, guys. Aubrey O'Day claims controlling Diddy dictated her appearance on Making of the Band. Now, which appearance did he control? That's the question. See? Did he control it for good? Did he control it for bad? Because right here, y'all were dressed like I don't know what. But then he had to control it. Now you're dressing like this. But I want y'all to see how she just on platform. She doing her. I didn't see. Reason why I say that, y'all, I watched a lot of interviews. When I saw the interview with that man group for Making of the Band, I think they named Day 26. Their interview was totally different. We spoke about it last week when I saw three men crying. I never saw before. So I see three men crying when they do an interview, but I see this one always happy when she talking. So I was just like, yo, it just hit me kind of different. I was like, well, what makes her so damn happy with all this stuff going on? And you get it? Cause I mean, like, you know, I'm watching her. She get little jokes, and it's like nothing to her. But I also know somebody that's full of shit. So I look at it like this. I'm going to look at it like Diddy and her has something going on. I'm looking at it like this. Diddy and her was doing some shit, but he was with Cassie, Kim, and everybody else too. So I ain't stupid. If that man is a freaky man, and I know he hit that, because first of all, he going to hit that ass before you get on that show. All right, so we know the procedure. I'm going to say that allegedly, but you ain't got to believe that. You just ask yourself, why did she say she was going, and then all of a sudden, she ain't go? And why she had to go? Her name wasn't mentioned at first. First was her. Y'all remember that? Then next thing you know, she ain't going, she going. To look like a damn fool. Even though she gave somebody a pill. So are you incriminated, miss? Why are you so scared? Nancy Grace want to know. So I'm just showing y'all how you already see how this case is boring. It's designed to crash everybody. This all you really got left. And you're going to see that they control the traffic. So I wanted you to see when I woke up this morning, Nancy Grace at over 100,000 views in 11 hours. Talking about the same exact thing you talking about. I'm talking about everybody talking about every day, doing all these videos, going to the courthouse in 11 hours. Over 100,000 views. Doing this every day. Not just her platform, all platforms. I'm talking about all the platforms of a certain status. What Long Crime got? 150,000, 18 hours. See that? Now y'all see what I'm telling you this channel? I ain't never gonna be big because I ain't supposed to be big, and I don't want to be big. It ain't gonna happen. Now I want you to see this for anybody who thought they was gonna be big. Anybody on this thing that thought you was gonna be big, or that was your plan, it ain't gonna happen. Because the ceiling is in place. They put a big ceiling over this thing, and they're getting all the traffic. I've been through that when they was putting Roland Martin behind my videos, when they were putting Shannonsharpe behind my video, they were putting Drake Chat behind my video, they put Cameron behind my video. When they were putting known people behind my video, that's not new what time it was, a long time ago. This shit control, they use me to push them. Let me give you the clue I said the other day. I'm going to get to prove it to y'all today. I'm cool. I'm good. All right, because whatever it's going to stay the same. But let me show you what I said up there. I don't make shit up. Now, you see? Now, let me show you what I told you. Now, remember when I told you? When I curse, when I wild out, they let my videos play. But they still going to stop my videos about 5 p.m., 4 p.m. They're going to stop. You're going to see. This day, Punch, man, you say, yo, bro, you was going off that day. That was Friday. See the views? 10,000. Now, let me show you the video when I ain't curse. I ain't do nothing wrong. Let me show you something. See that? 10,000. Let me show you the video. See, for those who don't know, yellow means it ain't a good, meaning it ain't a good monetary video, meaning that's pin, it ain't shit, no money, no real money, no nothing, man. I just know that means no real money. Now, look, other day, I did everything right. Check it out. See that? 5,000 views. So remember when I told y'all, when my videos do get approved on green, they don't push it. Showing you to your face. Curse my ass off, get 5,000 more views than a clean video. Told you, YouTube telling on themselves. See, I told you, I know this shit. When I said I gotta literally trash y'all ass. I gotta trash y'all to keep it real. I gotta trash y'all and do all this extra stuff just to get the video to move. Just to do something. There's no such thing as being here keeping it real. What was I talking about in the episode? Them drones. You can't keep it real on this thing. It's rigged. Told you already, but I've been through this. There's so much stuff I can show you that I know I've been sabotaging, rigged up. See that? So when he do get views, he ain't get no real money. He do everything right? No, don't push the video. Simple. Huh? I've been through that. It's control, y'all. It ain't just control for me. And on top of that, not only control, on top of that, people stealing my shit, stealing it, dropping it on Instagram and everywhere else. See? It's a plan. So that's why I was showing you. This is everybody. Everybody's under their score. Meanwhile, guess where your views going at? Nancy Grace. And that's just one person. I can name hundreds of them that what used to be on TV. Now they TV ass getting that TV traffic, taking everybody, clogging up algorithms. So before, you might have got some new people. Not no more. That's what when I was telling you, it's designed when your channel won't grow. That's what I was talking about. When I said I was getting 1,000 a month, 500 a month, growing. It's designed when you won't grow. Because when I said you cannot grow from the Diddy trial, because you only grow from original content when it's something everybody's talking about, what makes your channel so special. It's designed where you won't grow. So when I tell you it's a muzzle on black entertainment, it's so it won't grow. And it's not. Because it's already a setup. All right? That's it. See? Big engines. Getting 100,000 less than a day. No, y'all, it's a reason for this. This internet was play. Now it's business. Now it's big business in this shit now. So therefore, we are closing out on the last of this freaky episode. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I had plans to be on here for a couple hours, but when this shit be so trash like that, y'all, it ain't too much to talk about. Because this is not but contradictions now, right? She says she gonna be at the trial. She gonna testify. Let's speed it up. All right. 1 minute she gonna testify, then she don't. She don't testify, but she on all these platforms. And on top of that, turn down Homeland Security. Getting the most shine she ever got in her whole life. Meanwhile, she getting embarrassed. She getting shine. But she don't want to testify against Diddy. So she's just like Mace and everybody else. So now y'all get it. On that note, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. I got some more working. I got some more coming. All right? So when I told you it's designed to crash everything, you see it for yourself. If you hear the content get a little weaker and a little bit more boring, it's on purpose. So I'm going to get to what I do and cover some new stuff. Put it like that. I got some more stuff coming. Trust me on that, y'all. And it ain't just, it's going to be fun. Y'all know how we do our members on the show. I got some shit, because I just don't say nothing. They be stealing. All right? Other than that, y'all, this is nothing but freaky tales. The jury was laughing. Old man laughing. Old lady shaking her head. Old man, he watching. Little young person giggling. That's all we got. Cassie spent $200 on a dirty escort. That's all we got, y'all. And the jury got dismissed. I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Appreciate all of y'all. One.
Y'all see Busta Rhymes with Diddy, right? Remember when I said Busta Rhymes spoke on it? He at least he said we're gonna let the process play out. But he didn't act like the shit didn't exist. That's why I say Busta Rhymes also went to the White House and got accolades, right? Okay, then I'll show you that. That's why I say I ain't got nothing to say about Busta Rhymes. Because Busta Rhymes didn't abuse nobody. Busta Rhymes never was a gangster rapper. So I'm gonna respect Busta Rhymes off that. He ain't never promote no fake ass gangster lives like FatJoe punk ass and Cameron punk ass. So I respect Busta Rhymes more than Cameron. I respect him more. Yes, right. Plus, he was with Diddy from the beginning on that Flavor in Your Ear. Now look at LL Cool J. Busta Rhymes, LL on the same track with Diddy, but you're going to see LL Cool J and FatJoe don't want nothing to do with Diddy. None of them. Even though LL and Busta Rhymes in the same video, Diddy paid both of them. Busta Rhymes at least said, hey, I'm just going to let it play out. He didn't play. He didn't act like it never happened. Y'all. He didn't act like he didn't know what was going on. He kept it real. They playing that fake shit. Even though Busta Rhymes was not selling Ciroc, none of that. Busta Rhymes wasn't pushing Ciroc like FatJoe. But see, here's your proof on the culture bulge of FatJoe. See, Diddy was good when he was paying him to push that liquor. See that? When Diddy paid FatJoe to push that liquor, he was straight. But since Diddy been in trouble, what did he get out of FatJoe? What did he get? Nothing. If FatJoe think, oh, y'all so stupid, y'all actually gonna watch his ass. Just know that FatJoe is broke. He ain't getting no more checks. So he better stay on YouTube. That's all he got left. I told you, his job is to take us out. The rapper's job is to take out all the low-level YouTubers. That's right. Her job, the other ones, their job is to take out Tasha K and the rest of them. Yep. And that's Angie from Mob Wives. They coming for Tasha K, everybody. They're telling you what they doing, y'all. They coming to take this shit over. Y'all had y'all little sports channels. They took them already. Gilbert took that. Gilbert took that ticket. That's right. You were supposed to be Gilbert ticket. You gonna see. They came to take this shit over, and they did it. People been out here working their ass off 8 years. I ain't been that long. People been in this shit 8 years, 7 years. Their channel's going down now. Their numbers going down. Y'all know, no matter how big you are, you know your numbers are not going up. You know you barely making it or your shit going down. You know that. You know, y'all all know from YouTube, there was a day when you did a video, each hour, your video went up. Each freaking hour. I don't care what it was. Every hour, you wake up the next day, your video be counting off them numbers. No, they shut one department down, they gave it to somebody else. Now, when they do videos, it be counting, like the old YouTube used to be for us. See that? Our section control now. Videos stopping in the afternoon. They just stop. Stop it, bro. You do your video at night, it just stop. No, bro. That shit called control. Plus, another thing is what I told y'all. It's the content, all of that. But when you with the corporation and you with certain people, no matter how dirty your content is, it's still going to get pushed and you're going to get your money. When you in a certain section, dirty content get you no money. So that's how it works. See, they can talk about filthy shit right here, right? And their video going to still be monetized. It's going to get top dollar. They can talk about everything. Somebody else talk about it, you ain't going to get nothing. You're going to get pennies. A low-level person, that's how it works, y'all. It's rigged up. I'm telling you, it's rigged up a lot of ways, man. This shit rigged. We out. Told y'all they was on the run. They ain't want to believe it, y'all. How long I been telling them this? How long we been talking about this? Me and the world know, though. Everybody that's signed up with that red, everybody on that red, everybody red know that. So if you didn't believe it, right here. The woke masses fled Hollywood. The woke masses fled America in a blind panic.
Now their liberal safe haven has doomed them all. They fled, but now they ran where it's wars overseas. And they stupid ass stuck over there anyway. All right, just show y'all. You get what you asked for. We out.